Hiya everyone. Hiya. Hi Desiree. Hi Lou. Kenny, you can't watch the stream today. That's okay. Hi and bye. Hi everyone. How are you all? Hi Mum. So I'm a little bit earlier today. Hiya Pickle. Hi Honor. Hi Randy. Good morning. Well, good afternoon here from me. Sorry I've not been around. I had a bit of I don't know what was going on with my sinuses, and now I've got pink eye. So I look a bit funny. Hi everyone. Hi Cheshire. Oh, thank you. Hi Rachel. Yeah, I've not been too good this week. Hi Adala. Hi Unicorn. So I spend, anyone watching this back, I'm going to spend a good couple of minutes saying hello to everyone. Hiya, Leonie. Hiya. Hi, everyone. Yes, I have pink eye. Ken, if I do. Desiree's seen it. Mum's seen it. Lou's seen it. I look a bit messed up. Hiya, Joey. Hi, everyone. Hi, Kathy. Hi. So I want to get this finished if I can today. So we're going to do the books and the frame. I'm not going to do all the books because we're going to uniform them and do like 3 and then like keep going with that. Now I think I'm all right, Sweet Southern. I'm fine. I'm just, yeah, it's just been one of those weeks. Hiya, Victoria. No, I'm good. Honestly, you can hear it. I'm fine. I just felt it in the week, but yeah, I'm sort of getting there. I won't scare you with my eye because I could show you a picture, but it does look bad. Hiya, Black Cat. Yeah, of course. Always time to laugh, Kenneth. Always time to laugh. There's no point being down. Hiya, Robin. Hi, everyone. So sorry. So I'm still, throat is like, I'm not croaky. I don't sound like a frog now, but yeah. It is one of those. Honna's caught up with her bell, so it's time for me to. I mean, I did the roses off screen because I wasn't doing all of those. So we're going to do the books and stuff today. So we're going to go for a uniformed, quite of an antique type look. So I was thinking along the lines of, if I bring this down. So, you know, like in those old bookshops, you have like green ochre colours, terracotta colours, and having like an old bookshelf. Hi, Denise. Hi, everyone. So how are you all anyway? How is everyone doing this week? And what you're all up to this weekend? Anything good? So I think we're good for lighting and stuff on everyone's screens. And I'll zoom in a little so we've got that all nice and clear for you all. So yeah, I do apologise I wasn't around this week. I wasn't feeling too good. And I feel much better. I just got a scary eye that can go to my advantage because I can always scare Andrew. So you can always do that. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Denise. Hi, anyone coming in. A huge hello to you all. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. We are going to finish off. Hiya, Loretta. How are you? Good morning. Yeah, it can be used to my advantage, Desiree. Bless you, Andrew. No, my eye made him sneeze. Hiya, Tony. Right, so guys, what I thought today, I've got a few things. So I wanted to do Belle, and I want to get going with doing the frame, doing the wood. So we might do one side and then uniform it on the other side exactly the same. So rather than me doing the whole thing, and then we'll do the background. So I thought along those lines. And then I've got 2 books to show, which were, yeah, I saw that, Desiree. I've got 2 books to show of Happy Now, and I bought, and a lovely glitter pink. Some girls are just born with glitter, which was from my friend Lou. And within that was some Bic markers that I bought. So I want to swatch those as well. But these were the 36 set. So I haven't swatched them yet, thought I would do that. That's okay, Pickle. You lurk away. That's all right. He's already stayed away from me. Yeah, the book we are colouring from on our part 2 is Girl Power, and this is by Disney's Hachette Heroes, and the ISBN is 978 84 168 57 135, and that's the ISBN at the bottom for anyone. Hi, Linda. So we are doing the rest from this, and we're going to continue with our books, and then we're going to get on to swatching these. Yeah, no, he come about an hour after you left, Mum, because Mum was here today. I've swatched the Bic markers, show the 2 books that were sent by, bless her, Selena. So thank you so much, Selena. They came. It's just because I've not been well that I've not been online, but I'm going to send you an email. And I'm thanking you very, very, very much on my stream right now. So thank you so much for that. So we're going to continue. So I'm thinking to do like a golden border. You're kind of zoomed in. So I'm going to bring down by hand. There we go. And then I'm going to also bring the lighting down. And that's close enough, isn't it? Yeah. So otherwise, if I come too close, it will blur the screen out. Yeah, I am, Linda. Thank you so much. I am. All right. Okay. Let me show you. No one go running for the hills. No one go running for the hills. So this was last night. I won't put my whole face on the camera, but this is what's happened to my eye. I've got pink eye. So I've now got a bad eye, as well as I had that horrible sinus thing in the week, and I just felt really rotten. But I'm good. I'm fine. So now I've got pink eye. It's just like, okay, I need a new body. Does anyone want to buy? Does anyone want to buy it? Oh dear. Hiya, Tammy. I'm good. Honestly, I feel fine. It's just I know. Don't go running for the hills. Hi, Amberly. Hi, anyone that I've missed. A huge, huge welcome. Okay, so we're going to jump into this. I think I'm going to put down a yellow ochre border, and then I will do, I think I'm going to go for like a brown, a light umber. I know, sorry about that. Yeah, it does match. Oh dear, I did pick it up. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't around. I just wasn't feeling great, but I'm all right. I'm fine. Yeah, I have. It looks bad. It doesn't. It's better today, I promise. But it looks bad. It looks worse than what it is now. Okay, so I think I'm going to go for yellow ochre, which is PC92, and then thanks, Amberly. And then I'm going to go for PC91. Then I need a black. I'm going to go for like a brownie gold, like a you know how it goes. Then I need a black. I think I need a little bit of an orangey colour in there, so I might go for some goldenrod. I think they're good. Okay. Okay, Anna. So we're going to jump into our bell. I'll leave you a bit straight on screen there, lovely. Okay, so I'm going to put down yellow ochre first. So you fill me in on how everyone is. Hi, Penny. How are you? So I'm going to put down yellow ochre to start with, just around the border, very lightly. So I'm going like a medium. It's gonna blur a little bit, so I'm gonna have to take it back just a tad because I don't want to blur you out. Hold on, just bear with me, because if I do that, I don't want to. Hi, Desiree. Another Desiree. We've got 3. I had to move that because otherwise it's going to blur you out. Okay, so I'm going to go for the yellow ochre, and it will blur slightly because you're quite close, unless I take it out on here. Hold on. See, if I go back a little bit, I don't know if that will be a bit too far out. Not sure. I'll go a bit brighter for you. That might be a little bit better, everyone, because it will blur you out otherwise. It's the lighting mucks up so much as soon as I put my hand there. Right, so I'm going to go with a medium pressure, and I'm going to kind of bring it down to about midway. And as I come midway, you want to lessen your pressure off that you are putting to your page. Gotta go. You're from Southern California. Oh, lovely. You still got the warm weather there. And the same with down here. You're going to bring hard to medium to, I'm just going to bring it up as, you know, not particularly neat at the moment. You just want a highlighted area in the middle that's a little bit lighter. So you can kind of see where I'm going to fade it out. It just starts you off. So you're going to go from like, I'm not pressing particularly hard, but I am going a bit harder, to a medium, to lightening up my pressure to more or less non-existent. And it's the same with the top. The top goes from a harder pressure to a medium to non-existent practically, but you still want to see some lay down on the page. So you've got your highlight going on. And then again with this side as well, we're going to keep that momentum going. So harder pressure. The good thing is, and it's a little tip, I always say this, is map your stuff out first if you've got the patience to do so. If you map it out first on where you want lighter areas, darker areas, you've got half your work done for you. Hi, Laurie. How are you doing? Cool. Yeah, see, it's changing now, but it's my favourite time of year. It's autumn. If we've got time in this stream, I was going to start a little one with you, because I'm feeling Halloween, and I thought about maybe starting one of these small Jasmine Beckett ones with you on stream, because I am in the mood for Halloween. So I was thinking, being that it's like fall autumn, we could start something like this, just a small one, but we'll see how we get. I'm not gonna, let's bring you up a bit. I'm not gonna promise that. We'll see how we get on Belle. We'll see how we get on. So I can't predict how long this is going to take, but as I said, what I might do is do the books and show you how it's going to be, and you're going to mimic that. Is it blurry? Is it blurry to everyone? See, if I bring, hold on. If I bring her up and back, what about now? Hold on, guys. Is that better? Is that better? So if you bear with me, I'm going to have to fiddle. I'm going to have to fiddle. I can't do... Hold on. Is she clearer? Is she clearer now? Yeah? That's what I mean. If I go in too far, she's going to be blurred out. You gone blurry again, Lou? Right, I'm going to have to fiddle with the screen. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, make sure you got the HD settings on, and I'll try and fix whatever my end. I mean, it should be streaming HD. It should be. So thanks for telling me. If there's ever a problem, let me know so that I can fix it my end if it's my end. So I don't want it to wash out on you all. Yeah, is it okay your end? Because it should be on HD. Check your little cogs and make sure that you've got it on 780, because sometimes the one, or is it 720? Because the 180 sometimes does make it blurry. Okay, perfect. It might blur out sometimes when my hand goes on screen. I can't, it is temperamental. Right, okay, lovely. So I'm going with the same pressure sort of as I've done on the other side, and I'm going from a harder pressure to a medium. When I get to here, I'm sort of fading it out. It's going to be touching, but not a huge amount. So then when I bring that same pattern up, it's getting that lay down. So this is the yellow ochre. We're going to make a golden frame, but I don't want it with the metallic gold. I just want it to be like just like a yellow gold with a slight brown tint. So we're going to bring that up and into the middle, just come off with pressure, but have some lay down on there. So it's just slightly on there. So the thing is, guys, unless I fiddle with the tripod, I can't do too much more because I'm going to end up mucking the camera up and you're going to be annoyed with me. You're going to be annoyed. You'll be like, oh, Sam, what are you doing? Okay, so it's really hard to get everything right, you know, so it looks. So I'm using the swordfish, that's what you can hear. And I love this sharpener so much. This is a swordfish. It's like a, what do they call these? Like crank. They're noisy, but they're amazing. So with the goldenrod over that yellow ochre, I'm going to bring some of that into it, but you know, you're pressing hard on this bit. It's sort of darkening it up a bit, but not too much. And then bringing that goldenrod in is just making it a little bit more of an orange gold, slightly on those edges only. So you can tell the difference. It's brought an orange tone into it. And it's the same with this side. I mean, there's a couple of ways to do gold. You can do gold more yellow. You can do gold more metallic and antique, or you can do it with an orange tinge. There's a couple of ways to do gold, and it's entirely up to you on how you want to approach it. It's never going to look exactly the same as gold. It is going to have elements of other colours in there, but we're going to get it as close to it as possible. Now I'm turning that lighting down because when I put my hand, it does make it go brighter. So are you all okay? Hi, Shalene, how you doing? So I am bringing that sort of down. And as I said, there are many ways of doing gold. You can approach gold in many different ways. You don't have to do it. Hi, Colour Me Gem. You don't have to do it too orangey. You don't have to do it too yellowy. You can do it more antique. It's totally up to you on how you want to approach it. So again, with down here, I'm going to bring that goldenrod in. I'm pressing hard on my pressure. And we're bringing that up. So sort of to about here, I'd say. So just enough to tinge it to an orange colour. Yeah, there's so many ways. There you go. So Tracy uses green ochre, artichoke, bronze, Prismacolor to make a gold look. There are so many ways, aren't there? I mean, I'm going to make mine like more of a yellowy, orangey type colour. But there are so many ways to bring gold to life. You can use different colours, really. Artichoke's a good one. I've used that a couple of times, depending on what I'm trying to do. Hi, Di. How are you doing? Thank you so much, Pickle. I'm glad you like her. So I showed you how to do the roses on the last stream, and I went off and did the others, just exactly the same as what I showed you. So I'm just bringing that up. Now, I'm going to put a tinge of a brown in now. So I'm having to do it this way where I'm bringing my stuff up and down to you. Ah, thanks, Teresa. Okay, so I'm going to bring in some light umber. And this acts like a bit of a bronzy colour where you're putting it on top of the goldenrod, and it brings it like a bronze, and it's sort of dulling it down a bit. Now, as I said, this is just one way that I sometimes approach it. It's just there's different golds. You know, I usually on my metals do metallic gold. So I'm just bringing some of that in and making it a little bit more ornate. Thanks, Teresa. So yeah, as I said, I'm sorry for not being around this week. I just wasn't feeling very good. So bringing some of that down into there, as you can see, it's just giving it a bit more ornate. I'm going to bring some more yellow ochre down into those parts. Again, I'm going to bring the light umber, and that's 941, into the goldenrod. and bring it up into there as well. So I want to leak it into that first colour that we did, but not too much. Oh, thank you. Back at you, Linda. And then we're going to bring it again up. So just into that, it dulls down the orange of the goldenrod, but it gives it more of a browny bronze colour. So you're leaking that back up into the first initial colour as well. Then I'm going to grab back the yellow ochre, which is the first colour that we put. Hiya, Michelle. I did them all. So I showed you how to do them, and then I did the rest. That's okay, SMC. I'm fine. So now I'm going to bring that yellow ochre, not all the way up. So we're going to bring it just into the edge of where we've met the goldenrod and sort of the ochre colour together. So we're bringing that up. Hi, Grace. Thank you. So sort of into the middle here. And then we're going to bring a bit of white into that. So it's got that colour going. Same with this side. Just where we've left that line of the light umber and the goldenrod, we're going to join the ochre onto that. And just bring that up. So we've got the border going on, and it's like a yellowy gold. Now, bit of black now. We don't want tons of black. So the black is just going to darken those corners up and bring a touch. This is the lightest pressure in the world. I'm going so light, like ridiculously light, just enough to put some into that, and you can see it seeping through, but it gives a little bit more of an antique look to that gold border. And the same with down here. Shalene, I have to say to you, when I watched your Weather Girls routine back, you had me in stitches, so thanks for that. I was laughing my head off. I have to give you a shout out for that. I really do, because I was feeling crap and I watched that and I did laugh my head off. I was singing along with you. So a huge, huge shout out and a thank you for making me laugh. I needed that. Oh my goodness. That was amazing. Hi, Mona. Good morning. Yeah, a huge, huge thanks for that. Honestly, that was amazing. have to give you credit for that one. Okay, so we're bringing that black up into the border enough to just make it that it's a bit aged, but not too much. So I'm going to turn the lighting up a bit, guys, because it keeps going dark and fiddling with it. There you go. And then the same on this side. I'm going to bring some in and just on the edge, and you're keeping with that edging, but you don't want to put too much of this because it can overrun that gold look. And just enough to age it down. So you notice on some golds they are quite antique and aged. So if you bring that up and in. No, it wasn't embarrassing. I disagree. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun to watch. I was not embarrassed at all for you. I thought, you go, girl. That was fun. That's okay. Oh, thank you so much, Mona. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, I was singing along with you. You got guts. I couldn't do it. It was. Exactly. It was just fun. Hiya, Sue. How are you doing? I think everyone had a laugh. No, not me, Mona. Shalene. Shalene. Shalene sang It's Raining Men, and she gave us all a giggle. I don't drink, Shalene, so I'd be the same. I'd be with you and I wouldn't even have an excuse. Have I missed someone? Hi, Kate. How are you? You're going to have to go see it. Oh, look, it made me cough. Because my throat's not great. Hiya, Clara. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie. Okay, so we've done the border. And we've kind of left it. Oh, Clara, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. That is very kind for the super chat. Bless you. So the border is like a an off sort of orangey gold. I really like that. I don't think we need any white to blend that in, to be fair. So I'm going to have to turn the brightness down for a second and we're going to choose. Thank you so much, Clara. That's very, very kind of you. We're going to do some of the bookshelf, but I think we're going to do this side and see what we're doing with that. Thank you. Yeah, she's coming along all right. I'm quite happy with how she's coming along. I'm not, I've not stuck exactly because this part of her is white originally, but we don't need to go with the rules. We can do our own stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you had your moment. You had your moment, Shalene. It was fun. Oh, dearie me. Right, let's pick out some browns. Now, I'm thinking with these shelving, we're going to go for some browns here. I think a nice sort of, I'm thinking maybe to go with a lay down maybe of, maybe the light umber would be a good starting point, eh? Which was 941. Then I want to kind of, I don't think I want a ready tint in there. Maybe a sienna brown, which is slightly ready. So we might put some of that. And then our darkest one might be our dark brown. And then we need a bit of black. So we'll go for the browns on that. We'll go for the browns. So I'm thinking then, if I start off with the light umber, maybe we'll do this side because we've got a bigger space. So just to keep with the wood grain, I'm going to go with a majority. I think I'm going to keep one side, maybe this side as the darker point. So I'm going with my lightest pressure. I don't want to blur you out. If I go in any more, it'll blur you out. So I'm going to kind of just talk you through it and what I'm putting down on the paper. So this is 941 and it is very light pressure that I'm going, and I'm keeping one side as the darker part and this side as the light. So we're going inwards just on that because it's just a small shelf. Whereas on this one, I think we're going to meet in the middle. So we're going to kind of go from one side to the next and keep the middle part maybe as the lighter part. Now, the smaller the shelf, we'll just stick with one side being our shaded area. And the longer the shelf, we can kind of meet it in the middle. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I hope you feel better, Clara. Thank you so much for that. Oh, have a good time, Teresa. I used to go to them. Big, big, big hugs to you, Clara. I do wish you well. So we're gonna just light. This is your base color. It just gets things started. Now, in between, we've also got these parts of the shelves. So we're going to go with that as the light umber as well. And the rest of it, we're going to keep very, very light because we've got so much shelving that if we keep with that light umber, we don't need to overly run these shelves with too much colour because you're going to have a lot going on. So I'm just putting down our first colour just to see where we're going with this. It's the same as Belle's. Underneath the books is still shelving as well. So just very lightly with your light umber, I'm just going to say keep with that as just a slight wood grain. Just enough to put down, but not too much, not an overrun of colour. And again, from here, we're going to keep with this side. And I'm still with my first colour. I've not put anything else in yet. We're going to get the colour down. So just medium to light and very lightly underneath these books on the shelving unit. And then again, we're going to bring that down. So it's a lot of shelving here. And we're going to just do the one side to keep with it. And then this is only a little one again. So again, we're going to go medium pressure to light pressure. And the thing is with the shelving units as well, you will have a slight shadow, but you can always add shadows in with black. So hi G Girl, how are you doing? And the same with here, because that would have more of a impact because the top of it has the shelf. So we'll do sort of dark to light. And on the shelf as well, we've got, it's a big unit, this is. We're just going to keep rolling with that at the moment. Is it okay on your screens? Little shelf again. And then it's dark to light. Yep, okay, great. And then very lightly. So we've got that one colour down. We've only got the one colour. We don't need anything yet. Oh, Denise, don't rip it out. Keep going with it. The thing is, when we first start, skin is the hardest thing to do. So what did you, from that picture that you've just done, what is it out of that that you didn't like and maybe want to take the time to, you know, improve on that for yourself? Don't worry about anyone else. Hi, Sky. Hi, Francis. Right, so I'm just sharpening. So from that, what is it that you didn't like the most? And maybe that's the bit. So that's the bit to sort of think for yourself, no one else. If you didn't enjoy it or you wasn't happy with the result, that's the thing that you want to work on the most on your next picture. Oh, you like it? Oh, sorry, I misread that. I thought you said you didn't like it. So you're happy with it? Sorry, do you not put under your picture and colouring? Yeah, I got some card. Sorry, I misread that. For the first time, you're happy with it. Grace, you can purchase it on Amazon UK. I just put a piece of card, or I can. That's okay. Yeah, then perfect. You're happy with it. I'm so happy for you. I thought you said about. Sorry, I misread that totally. Yeah, if you want to purchase this book, you can get it on Amazon UK or Amazon France. You will have to pay shipping because you're not in the UK, but it's not too much, I don't think. So now I'm going to grab my sienna brown and I'm going to add some of that in, and it's going to make it more of a, like a reddy brown colour, like a mahogany colour. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. You can add some Tuscan red into this as well if you wanted to make it a little bit more red, but I don't think we're going to need that. So I'm just getting my light umber there because I missed a little bit of the shelf. And then again with this. So the shelving unit is probably going to, I'm only going to do this one side because you will identical do it on the other. Well, you're happy with it then, Denise. So that's great. I mean, you know, we all have to get somewhere, don't we? So you're saying my shading still needs help. I bet you're absolutely fine. It takes time. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you doing? You should see some of my earlier stuff. I didn't shade. I was like, what shading? So sienna brown. I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to bring that up into the middle. And again with this, Yeah, I misread it, Kenneth. I think I was trying to read too quick. I need to take my time. Okay, so with the shelving, this part I want to leave a bit light. I want it to be like an aged wood. You know those old libraries, and they've got those old aged wooden shelves and aged books. So just like a mahogany red. So bring some in. Same with this part here. We're going to leave that as the lighter part. And then with the shelf here, just keep with this theme. So I'm going like a medium pressure. I'm not going too light, but I'm not going heavy. So just like bring it in, but keep it fairly light on the pressure. So just enough to make it like an aged wood. Hi, Josie. How are you? And the same, I'm going to just grab back my light umber a minute and just bring that into the middle. But kind of leave, again, a little bit of a wood grain look. So the Prismacolors are perfect for this because Prismacolors have a texture because they're waxy. And if you want something to have a bit of texture where you don't want to blend it together too much, you're going to have a bit of a texture with this pencil, you know. Yeah, I still have it. They're in Enchanted Forest, my first ones. Hi, okay, Mona, have a good day. With the wood, you kind of want a bit of a texture, so you can keep with that texture with this. I'm hoping it's not gone blurry again. Hold on, everyone. Okay. And then I'm not going to blend this. I want that texture to the pencil, so I'm not going to blend this. I'm going to keep it as close to a wood grain as possible. Hi, Kimberly. Hope you're well. And then same with this part. We're going to bring that in. Yeah, okay, Andrew. Andrew, just be normal. Talk. You're going to make your lunch.
Yeah, there's going to be bashing.
Well, shut the door. Shut the door so no one can hear your bashing.
You're supposed to say to everyone that I'm doing like construction work at home.
No, you're cooking.
I'm repairing the house.
I wish. So we're just going in there.
I'm just going to bash out some burger.
Okay. Yeah, Francis, I'm all right. I've not been too good this week, but I'm all right. No, he's not, Lou. He's making himself a burger.
Oh, people are saying hello. It's time for Andrew's cameo appearance on YouTube.
I'm kicking you out of this room.
Hello. Hi.
No, he's got we haven't got any dinner out.
No, burger now and salmon for dinner.
Yeah, get on him, and then there's me. Like, what you having for dinner, Sam? Nothing.
You can have a slice of toast.
Yeah, slice of toast.
And the scraps from yesterday's dinner.
Oh my God, Andrew.
We don't
Andrew, bye-bye.
See
you later, Andrew. Shush, Andrew. Right, so we're just going along with those same, just the same kind of texture as we wanted, and the same with this with the light umber. So I'm just alternating at the moment between, hi Katrina, I'm alternating between sienna brown and the light umber. So just keeping with that kind of age look. We're not blending this in yet. We're going to sort of bring some into that in a minute. So just keeping with that same look. So again, you can't really tell while it's on, but there isn't white spaces. There's no white spaces. He said, hi, everyone. He did say hi, bless him.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I'm reading the comments. Don't worry.
You just say hi. Yeah, I'm Katrina. I'm okay. How are you doing? I'm all right. So again, I'm going to bring back in my sienna brown, and just we're keeping with that same. So when you see me going from the one shelf to the next, I'm just with the same pattern. I'm not doing anything, you know, different to what I did above. Tilly is quiet. She's in her cage and she's washing, and Chip is fast asleep beside me. They're good. They're good. They're really good, bless them. They've been really good recently, actually. I mean, Tilly's been out flying, doing her usual stuff today, and Chip, bless him, he's been really good boy. Because I had my mum and dad down this morning, so I played with them for a bit. Well, more my dad. He loves his. We always say, like, where's Nanny and Granddad? And he just loves them. He loves them. So he was happy. Thank you, Pickle. Yeah, I know. I know, Lou. So Mum bought us a slow cooker today. So Andrew's already like thinking, I'm sure his mind is ticking about what can be made in it.
Yeah, I've been reading the recipe books for slow cooking recipes.
And it will be Sam that makes it because he's useless in the kitchen.
I'll make Sam a cup of coffee and I'll say to her, drink it, and then start using the slow cooker to make me and Chip dinner.
Hey, do you know how sexist that is, man?
Huh?
Yeah.
It's not real.
No, I know. You need to learn how to cook.
I do cook.
Sienna brown. So we're just putting some sienna brown. We need a vote. 14 years together, he needs to start to learn how to cook. Am I right, everyone?
I know how to cook.
You don't make dinners?
I do make dinners.
No, you don't. You need to learn. You need to start cooking.
You don't eat the stuff that I eat.
It doesn't matter. You learn what I like. So, yeah. Back to light umber. I'm just going to blend this in.
Why do men pretend they are the boss? I am the boss. No, not really. Sam is the boss.
I know, Lou. It's ridiculous. Like, he's not like this at all.
Hell yes, he needs to cook.
Yeah, you need to cook. Exactly, Sky. That's his version. Oh, that sounds like heaven.
Oh, cuddle girl, that is some man you've got there, I can tell you that.
Andrew, I know who's bossing that house. Yeah, he really does. It's me. Yeah, exactly, Linda. Oh, Tammy, you burn everything. No, I'm pretty high, Rebecca. Oh, honestly. Oh. He made, I don't even know how to say that. Is it Jambala? Which one? Grace.
The slow cooker takes all day. It can't wait all day for a meal. I need my food.
You did
instantly.
the night before.
Oh.
Jambalaya. Okay. See, I can't even say things right. I need to try that. I've never tried that, Desiree. So light umber. Okay, Andrew, go and cook your lunch now. You can make me a tea if you want. My tea's gone cold here. Thanks.
Oh, so Andrew's kicked out of the stream.
Yeah. Okay. So back to this one. Now, it's kind of gone like a texture. No, I must admit, he is spoiled because I do cook a lot for him. Like all our relationship, I've cooked. And I don't mind doing that because he's a provider. He's a provider. So I don't mind cooking. But every now and then I'm like, can you cook, please? Hi, Mona. I Okay, so I'm just going to get the white and just into the middle. I'm just going to blend, I want those texture lines, but I'm just bringing a little bit into there so that, you know, it's not completely pencil lines showing through, but it's still got the texture. So I'm not doing it too much. There's still a texture. Still a texture. No, he's good. He's good. As I said, we've been together 14 years and he's a good man. He just needs to cook. That's all. Then he can like stay, then he can stick around, you know. Otherwise I might have to trade him in if he doesn't start learning cooking or putting a ring on it. But that's fine. You know, I'm just putting that out there. So yeah, apart from that, you know, he's too spoiled. This is the problem. That's my fault. That's my fault of always being the cook in the house. So I can only blame myself really, because I'm like, I'll do it. Just because I like to do certain things certain ways. He is honestly. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, he does make a nice chicken. Well, did make a nice chicken pie. No, it's honestly. He is a good guy. We've been together a long time for us. I mean, we met when I was 17. And those of you that have been around know this. We met when I was 17 and he was 21, and now I'm 31 and he's 35 now. So we've been together 14 years in December. And he's such a good guy, but yeah, he is spoiled when it comes to cooking. He really is. And that is me, because I always got home earlier from work and, you know, I always sort of was in and I just used to stick it on because that's what you do, don't you? Okay, so I'm just going to bring a little bit of black into this, not too much. Just a little bit. And it's just going to be shadowing underneath slightly, not much, of these books. Yeah, no, he does a good breakfast. I'm just going to have to bring the tripod up a little bit, everyone. And when he makes good pancakes, but that's not a breakfast.
Pancakes are any time.
Yeah, I know, Linda. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Katrina. That's it. You hold on to them, don't you? You spoil them when you can. Yeah, that's very true, Lou. Okay, so just a bit of black underneath the books. Just shadows those books a little bit. And just the corner, just a tad, just to bring that in. So I'm only going to do one side of the shelving because it's going to be identical on the other side. Desiree, it is. Oh, wow, Robin. I'm going to borrow him. Okay. So you won't see that as much, but there's just slightly some shadowing underneath. Right, I'm going to leave that side. Not going to do it on that side because you could. There's no. It's going to be very, very like the same. On that side, it's not going to be any different. So I'm going to bring in some of those like greeny type colours, like let's have a look. Green ochre, maybe. Maybe we'll put some lime peel down to start with. So on the books, let me try it. Let me see if I zoom you in, if it's going to make it blurry. Let me know. All right, is it blurry or is it okay? Kenneth, you're a good guy. Yeah, no, they are breakfast. They are breakfast. Hi, Helly. It's the book's blurry. That's what I mean. It focuses, doesn't it? That's why I have to keep you out. Is it better? Let me show you. Is it better if you're out? Is it a bit less blur. Is it less blurry? So what I might do, let me try it. Let me try it for you. So I'm putting down lime peel. I don't want to make it all blurry for you guys. So it is blurry, isn't it? Let me try it without that light. Hold on. Out is better, isn't it? Yeah, it's really peculiar why it's doing that. What about, let me try and get the focus. 1 minute. I don't know why it does it. Maybe it's focusing on her. What do you think? I think it's focusing on her, and that's why. Let me try it. So you're going to see what I'm doing, and I'll explain. So I'm going medium to light, and I'm keeping with that spiral sort, the spine, not spiral, spine of the book. Then I'm going to get the green ochre, that was lime peel, and I'm going to make this more aged. So we're going to do this every 4 books. We're going to do these exact same colours. So lime peel, green ochre, keep with that aged look, and I think it's because it's focusing on her. See, if I move, I can't blur her out. If I don't blur her out, hi Victoria. I think it's because the main focus is the girl. Hi Anna, welcome back. So this is green ochre and lime peel. I want to keep this quite aged. And then I'm going to bring a tad, just a touch of that sienna brown in there. And that just makes it like a very aged book, just on the tiny bit of that green ochre. It keeps it within that sort of look. And then back to my lime peel a minute in the middle. And I quite like that old look. It's like a greeny, browny look. And we're going to keep that as our first set of colours. First set. Then the second set. So we've got to write this down so I don't forget it. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. Because otherwise I'm going to lose it. So I'm going to write this down. So the first book. Okie dokie. The first book is lime peel. It's green ochre, because we're going to alternate them. We're going to keep with 4 colours. There's no point doing too many because it's going to get overly run with it, isn't it? And a bit of sienna brown. Yeah. Now we need an aged book on blue. So the second book. Now the second book, we can go for blues this time. Okie dokie. So I think I'm going to go for, the first one will be Blue Slate, which is 1024. So we'll get that down. Now all the pages in the middle are going to be like an off yellow with buff titanium. So we'll keep with the Blue Slate. So that's the first colour. Don't forget, it's going to blur out a bit because it's focused on her. And then I think we're going to get like a denim-y colour with a grey. So I think we'll go for some periwinkle. Yeah, I'm going to do that one as well. Yeah, Desiree. So we're going to grab some periwinkle and we're going to put some of that in there as well. So that's just making it a little bit more sort of on the spine. I'm going to add a tiny touch of that yellow ochre in there just to have a little bit more of an aged look in the middle. Just a touch. And then I need like an espresso or a grey. So I'm going to grab espresso. Now with the espresso, again, I'm just going to go for the aged around the edging of the spine just to add it in. And I'm going to add some sort of like it's going like a little line. It just gives it a little bit more of a hint of it. And then with the middle parts, we need like a gold. Hi, anyone that's joined. Huge welcome to you. Now, I don't know if you've got the same gold as me. I've got the Uniball gold. And I'm just going to put, because we don't need to faff around, do we? So we're going to do it on the top and bottom, just on those lines. There's some lines and a square. It just keeps within that. It just has the golden look, and it's got those two colours. Now, like we did on this book, we went for a Tuscan red and a henna. So we put down henna and we put down Tuscan red. So I'm going to go for, on the next two, henna first, and then we've got to write these down. So henna I'm going to do on these two books here. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love this combination. So again, I'm going to put sort of a medium pressure here to light. Then I'm going to grab the Tuscan red, and at the bottom, I'm going to add some in and along the spine a little bit, but leave the henna to peep through. And again, I'm going to do it on this bit here. Add a darker lay down of it there and lift that colour up into that age sort of look that we're doing. Hiya, my fairy treasures. How are you doing? So sorry about the lighting, guys. I have to fiddle with it a little bit. So it's going to be these old colours again, older colours. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of white into the matter because I need to sort of drag that colour up. This is just some white. And then I'll add a little bit more of the Tuscan red and bring that along the spine. And I really like that aged look. And then again, with our gold, there's some little spine bits there. So it's like just little lines on our spines that I'm going to bring in. And the same, I'm going to add that along that line as well. So it's just about alternating the colours to how you want it. Now I'm going to put an ochre colour. So I'm going to put a base down of jasmine. So we're going to do these, and I've got to write these down so that we know. So we'll go for a jasmine colour. We're going to bring in a bit of light umber. So jasmine into a light umber. And we will go back in with our jasmine and just fade out those edges. And I think a bit of our goldenrod, guys. I think we're going to put a bit of the goldenrod in there, just a touch. And then again, we'll go for our gold, because I don't know about you, but if you notice on a lot of the old books, they've got gold on the spines. Okay, so I like those colours together. I think those colours really complement each other. Dionia, I'm still here for a bit. So I really like those colours together. I think the henna and Tuscan, yeah, I do. I think that's, yeah, old boots would be brilliant. So we're going to keep with those colours, and we're going to alternate them exactly how we've done them there. So I'm going to write these down, otherwise I'm going to lose them, and I don't want to lose them. And I'm going to keep with those colours on what we've done. So the second book was, we'll recap. We had blue slate, periwinkle. We're writing them down. I'm just really, really roughly doing it. And espresso, wasn't it? And then the third book was henna, Tuscan red. Don't worry about my awful writing at the moment. I'm usually quite neat. And then we used, what did we use? We used some white. And then the fourth book, because we're only going to do 4 different. I can't wait to start on the side. Oh. Ah, thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, I think it'll work, won't it? It'll work. And then the aged pages, we'll do that in a second. So the fourth book, we put down jasmine. We put down light umber. And then we stuck in some, what did we put in? Goldenrod. So that is the colours. So the books are lime peel, green ochre, sienna brown on book 1. Book 2 was blue slate, periwinkle, espresso. Book 3 was henna, Tuscan red and white. And book 4 was jasmine, light umber and goldenrod. Yeah, I just think it'll go. Thank you. I think that will go really well. We'll do a few more. So we'll keep going with those for a minute. So again, lime peel. So lime peel down. So we'll do it. We'll alternate it, and then green ochre. We might as well, eh? We might as well. So green ochre. I'm just going to bring my tea in. Woohoo! Because my throat is so dry. And then we put a little bit of sienna brown, didn't we? So that just goes and complements it very well. Now for the aged pages, we need a bit of buff titanium.
Did you say it?
Yes, please.
To all my fans who think I can't cook.
This is what Andrew's just cooked himself. You got a dollop of ketchup, but he's done a burger.
See? I can cook.
Yeah.
And when I cooked for Sam the same meal, she said, too greasy for me.
Yeah, because I don't like grease. Okay, let me get my buff titanium.
Looks delicious.
Yeah, he's got a burger. He does all right with a burger. Right. I need buff titanium. Yeah, Andrew, you do that well, but I don't eat burgers anymore because of my surgery. You know this.
Great work, Andrew. See?
Yeah, he has to learn something that I can eat. Okay, don't forget, I can't eat much anymore.
My fans are appreciating
fans, Andrew. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That looks so good. See?
Okay, Andrew. You're going to eat a burger in the kitchen.
Looks amazing, Andrew. God. My ego is exploding at the minute.
Andrew, be normal. Does anyone want him? I have tried. Hi, Selena. How are you? Does anyone want him? I have tried selling him and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, with the aged pages, I'm going to grab my jasmine and I'm just going to put a touch of it in there. And then with the buff titanium, oops, I just did that. Don't worry, that's me. I'm just making that like it's yellowed pages. So it's just like an off-white yellow. You already have an, Andrew. Do you want an extra one? Yeah. Well, Shalene, that's debatable. Okay, so that was the green one. Then the blue one, we have blue slate. We got periwinkle. So we're just going to alternate. And then we had a bit of espresso in there. And it was a bit, did we put a bit of yellow ochre, didn't we, to age the corner up a bit? There we go. And then espresso. So we're keeping with those same colours. Thank you. Take care, Michelle. Hi, Melissa. And then the next one, we're going to get our henna. We're just going to keep with those same colours, guys, and keep them going. So Tuscan red. And I'm going to grab my buff titanium for that bit rather than the white. I just think the buff might do it a little bit better to what I want it to. And then my gold on those parts. So a bit of spine. And then look, it kind of just goes really well with that. Hold on, let me give you my coaster. It's loud. So it goes really, really well with the colours. And I quite like that combination with the golds. It just looks old. So take care, Kenneth. A huge, huge thank you for joining us. So yeah, we'll keep with that. So we'll do a few more. And then we'll do the background because you will follow that pattern on the other side. If I lift that up. So how we're doing it on the other side, we'll be doing the exact same this side. So, you know, you're just going to keep with those same colours, same exact colours. Thanks, Grace. Yeah, so quite liking how that's coming out. Then we'll do the background, and then when I come back, this would have been done, because you don't need to see like the repetitiveness part of it. If that sounds good to you, does that sound good to you? Hold on, everyone. I've got to fiddle a second. Hold on. And then we can maybe, do you want to start as well, a little one? Oh, you're going now. Take care, Jodie. Have a good day with your auntie duties. There we go. Is that better? Yeah. It washes out as soon as I put my hand on screen. Okay, so we'll keep with that pattern for a minute. So I'm going to work from outwards in. So lime peel. And remember, you can do them your own colours. You don't have to follow mine. But these are like an aged sort of one. Thanks, Shalene. Thanks, Katrina, for saying that. Okay, green ochre. I thought maybe we could try out as well, while we've got a bit of time, if we do start, just try out some neos and see what we can do with those on a small jasmine picture, which is the one I wanted to show you. I thought that might be a little bit of an idea, because I've shown you on this what it's going to look like. So, you know, it'd be exactly the same, but I thought neos might be a good way. So we need sienna brown, because neos can be used in many ways. It doesn't have to just be for backgrounds. It can be part of the picture. So I thought maybe we can have a little go at that. So we're going to just do a few more books. And don't forget, I'm just doing the same pattern as what we did. So we're going to have, you can hear Tilly now, blue slate. So continue with the same stuff, blue slate. And then we're going to have periwinkle. Just to darken that up a bit. Now we've got a little bit going along the spine as well, and up onto the pages there. Then I'm going to add a tiny bit of that yellow ochre. Hi, Kim. So a little bit into there. Oh no, have you written these colours down? Do you need me to shout them out? Because I know you were following this. And a bit of espresso. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my blue slate in a minute and just blend that in a little bit. So you can do this in your own style. Thank you, Tony. Have a great day. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm getting there. Okay, so go to henna before we add any gold. So henna. And same up into there. They've got like these little tiny bits. Then we need our Tuscan red. Hi, Natalie. Have a great day, Kimberly. And same into there. And then I'm going to grab my buff titanium luminance. You can use your white, but I love my buff titanium, so I use this one more. And then I'm going to then go to the yellowed one. So jasmine. So we just do this next shelf, and then, as I said, you'll be doing that, you know, off screen, because it's going to be the exact same as what I'm doing. So it was that one, then it was light umber. So it was jasmine, light umber, and then goldenrod. And goldenrod goes in there again slightly, not masses, just a little bit. And then with your gold pen, you can go along those little spine lines that's in there. There's some, like, would have gold sort of foiling. on those old books, they've got like a gold foiling. Now this is a Uniball Signo Gold, and this is really, the ink on this flows tremendously. So I'm just, and that is what I'm going to do. It's like a old library. So are we pretty happy with that so far in terms of, if I stop there, you know exactly what I've done for the shelves, and you know exactly how I'm doing the books. They're going to be exactly the same colours. Yeah? So that when we do the back, I mean, I could do that and then we could come and do the background another time, or we can do the background now. But I think what's best is if I finish that, or we could do the background now. So if I do that, I'll grab my pastels. You know, I've got the book, Linda. It's on Amazon UK, isn't it? Okay, let's do the background quickly. I'm not going to use the pans for this one. I'm going to use my Faber-Castell ones. Hold on. So we'll get these. Now I'm going to use these, which are the Faber-Castell Studio 72 soft pastels, because I just think they might be easier. I'm going to just grab my stencil, guys, and we're going to quickly do this background. So bear with me. Right, so I need that one. I need to do the Bic markers with you as well and see what they're like. What's everywhere? I'm sorry, I've missed something, haven't I? Oh, okay, Linda, is that the ones that you were on about? Are they the ones that you were referring to? Hi, Nancy. Oh. Our lovely Linda is in Australia, Honor. So I'm thinking to go along the lines of an aged page. So I like the look of making it like an ochre, and then with so I'm thinking, let me show you what I'm thinking. I'll take you where my brain is at the minute. So I've just got a scrap bit of paper. So if I go for like an ochred aged colour, like a yellow with a brown maybe, or let's have a look. Sort of like a browny ochre. I'm just trying to find the one I'm referring to. So sort of along like just a slightly aged look. Maybe we need a bit more brown in there. Let's have a look. Yeah. So maybe sort of mix between. Thank you. I'm thinking not too much, just dab, dab, dab. And then with the stencil, look, I'll show you what stencil. So with the next stencil, because it's all books, I've got a script one. So with this, we've got a script stencil. So once we've done our very lightly aged background, not much, I'm thinking to go in with a sienna-y. Hold on, this is just a Q-tip. A sienna-y brown. So hold on, let's have a look what this will look like. Just over like a script, sort of just along. Just something along those lines. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. Have you emailed her, Frances? I'll see if I can talk to her, because I know she's had the funeral. I'll message her. Give me today. I'll message her tomorrow for you, because I talk to Marilyn every now and then. So I'll message her for you. Just tell me Frances, tell me the details, and I'll send her a message. Yeah, I know her dad passed away and she's had the funeral, but give me the details and I'll message her again, because she's lovely and she's not like her. Yeah, honestly, because I know her and I know that she wouldn't, it would be a complete accident. Yeah, just let me know, Frances. I'll try and sort it out for you. Okay, let me see what colour I like. So I'm going to go for, I need an aged colour, guys. So I'm going to go for like a yellowy brown. Just trying to see. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to go for this type of colour. So more of a brown, between a brown and like a, it's washed the colour out, hold on. Yeah, she's had a lot going on, I know that. It's not like her. Grace, just ignore them. Just ignore them. So hold on, everyone. Like, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be, take care, Selena. Check your email a bit later. So I'm thinking just to go like an aged, I've got one of those finger dabbers that Lou told me about that I absolutely love. So just going to go in, just, oh, it's going to wipe it out. But if you can see, it's just slight, not too much. So the lighting might not show it completely. Hold on, let me turn the lighting down. I'm going to make it dark for a minute so you can see. So it's just barely touching the page. You're going to have a little bit of brown in there. So just very aged. Go in all those little areas. So just aged. And then do the same on the other side. So we're going to just go along with that aged look. Because when we put the stencil, it's going to change it a little bit. Okay, so we'll go with that. I'm just not in the chat for a second because I'm just putting some aged look down on this paper. Okay, so just a bit more brown. I'm alternating between like a brown and a yellow ochre just to get that look in. So it's going to just be, that's just going to be our base down. So these things are a lot easier. Then when that's down, what we're going to then do is get our stencil and then with a Q-tip, get like a brown, just a brownie colour. And then maybe into a reddy type. And then again, like down here, you can fade it out. You don't have to do it so like obvious. And like that, just like a script. So let's go for this. And then don't forget with Q-tips, they will come off slightly. So we're going to just be a little bit gentle because they do like leak off. So let's go for a bit more of a reddy tone, maybe a bit more of an ochre tone. You could just alternate it. And kind of like that, like a script, like an aged script. Oh. So we'll go for that, I think. So don't want to do too much of it because I haven't got a fixative that is going to work right now. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. We are going to do that. So bring that down. We'll go for maybe a bit more, maybe that. We need a bit more of a reddy colour. I think I've seen this somewhere. I can't remember who, so I'll have to give credit to who I've seen this. I'm sure she did a script stencil, and it might have been Jackie. I think that's where I've gained this idea from. So that is kind of what I'm thinking for this, because it fits in with the theme perfectly, doesn't it? It fits the theme. Okay, so we're going to come down. So again, my finger dabber that Lulu told me about. So thanks for that, Lou. These are amazing, these things. They're just like, so, just So easy. So we're going to go again, a bit of yellow ochre. So I'm just dabbing on. You don't want masses of this because you're going to overrun it. Brown, just brown and yellow ochre. So nice yellow tone, just to make it aged. Oh, really? That's cool to know. Because, yeah, I'd like to know what that book says, Momo Girl. Okay, so back to a brown. Just aging it a bit. Same with bringing it over here. So don't forget you can go in those little areas up here. So it doesn't have to be perfect because it's aged. I think we're going to bring some yellow ochre. So we'll show you what I'm doing, and then you can get any script stencil for this actually. So I have to show have a look who I'm sure I've seen this years ago or 2 years ago when this book first came out. So I'll have to have a look while I'm on stream of who did this and give credit. So I don't think she did this background in particular, but I'm sure she did a stencil. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen this somewhere. So I am gonna say thanks to that lady. So now we're doing it together, but I'm doing just the background. Now stencil again. We'll get stencil down. Let's go for a brown. Let's go for some yellow ochre in with that, and maybe a little bit more of a lighter brown that's more red. Let's go for that. And then at the bottom, let's bring in a bit more of a dark brown and fade that out because we don't want it perfect. So we're going to go now for a bit of yellow ochre again. So just alternate yellow ochre. See, it goes with the page. It was Miss Pearl. It was Miss Pearl. She took it. Okay, so let's bring some of that in there. Q-tips are great because I can get into the little detailing with that. So let's put some of that in there as well. Let's get a darker brown. Let's go for an even more of a reddy brown. And then I think I'm going to add just one more line at the bottom. So we'll go for this brown here and fade that out. So yeah, we'll do that. Let's see if I can brighten you up again. So if I would have done that bright, you wouldn't have seen that properly. So that is what we're kind of thinking along the lines of. So yeah, that is how we're going to leave her off for now. So she's looking more like Belle and more of a, like that background is more aged now. It's like an aged page. So I'm quite happy with how, hold on guys, there might be a bit of a glare. There we go. So are you happy with the books and the shelves? And if you're following this along with me, you know exactly, you know, what you're going to be doing with the books and the shelves. Because if I come up closer, they're going to be exactly the same on this side. And I'm going to do with that same theme of the green, blue, henna, ochre. Yeah, exactly. You can do what you like, you know, it's going to be one of those things. You can make it a bit more aged, make it a bit more ochred, but you know, and because of the roses, they're vintage looking roses, it fits in with the theme. It's like that vintage theme. You found it. Where was it? Where was it hiding? So let's swatch. Should we swatch the Bic markers, 36 Bic markers, and see what they're like? Because I have not swatched them yet. And then we can see what we can do with, see what we're good for time and stuff, and then maybe do a little mini jasmine or start a mini jasmine and see what we can do with the neos. So, right, if I clear up my mess, we'll swatch these Bic markers, and that is really our Belle finished, because the rest of it I will show you. Oops, I will show you when we come back next time. We've got to do some Happy Mail and some Bic markers. So I'm going to leave these out because I've got to finish them. They're all the colours that we used. So bear with me and I am with you. So grab a coffee if you need a coffee. And I am right with you, sweetheart. Just trying to put stuff back because I don't like things all over the place. It's just not me. It's not my style. I have to have things like put away. It's just, yeah, I can't stand things all over the place. I never have done. It's my sort of bugbear. So there we go. We're going to put them in. That in. We've got espresso there. And then white goes in the other one. There we go. All put away. Okay, so we swatched those Bic markers quickly. Let's have a look. And we also need to do Happy Mail. So that is Miss Belle. That's Miss Belle, and where we've left off with Belle. So let's put this straight. Now, I was sent, bless her, Lou sent me this beautiful case, and I bought the Bic markers with some of the super chat to see what we can do with them, because we're going to marker base a picture in the future. And these are the Bic markers, and they are alcohol markers, and this is the 36 set. Now, they aren't the fine, ultra fine tip. They're a slight bullet tip, and I'm going to have to zoom. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, they aren't the ultra fine tips. You can get finer than this. They are a bullet tip, and they have a rubber grip, and they are, thank you. Yeah, I've got to finish the rest of her, but yeah. Morning, Barbara. So there is a 36 pack, and they are called Bic Marking Fine Point Permanent Marker. They are an alcohol marker, and these come in 36 colours without, this is excluding the metallics. So we're going to swatch them out. They've got really cool names, and we're going to have a little go to see what they're, what they look like. So they have, I'm just going to go for they've got really nice autumnal colours. And they are really juicy, I think. So this one's called Harvest Orange. So I'm just going to do one square. And no, not yet. Don't answer it at the moment. So that's Harvest Orange. So that's Harvest. No, because I can't talk at the moment. I'm unsure. Huh?
Might be for you.
Well, you can answer it, but I'm not here.
Hello.
Sorry, everyone. 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
And then honey brown. And they are quite juicy. That's honey brown. Honey brown. I have to do this at an angle. And then this one is summer melon. These are really nice autumn colours, look.
It's just the main desktop computer.
Summer.
Yeah.
It's one of those trying to get you to buy things. This, those people, they ring up and they're like, do you want this? You're entitled to this. No. Yeah, it is one of those. And then we've got Adobe Orange. So Adobe.
It's being used at the moment by someone else, and I can't do that at the moment.
Tell them to call back.
Okay.
So Adobe Orange.
Oh, my partner, but if
can they call back?
Is it possible that you can call back and like in about an hour?
Okay, so Woodsy Brown. So this is a nice dark brown.
Not now, no, not me, no.
I don't know who it is. Who is it?
BT, what time are you going to finish?
Not yet, another 2 hours.
7? Oh, will it after 7 because it's in use for work at the moment.
Okay, it's not work, never mind. And then we've got Moonstone Yellow. These are such nice autumn colours. Yeah, it's our phone people. Phone and
7
internet.
o'clock will be good.
So Moonstone.
Yeah, because it's been
yellow. So this is a nice colour. I like that one.
Thanks, bye.
And we've got our black, like in every step. You should have just said phone back.
I did.
Yeah, no, before all that, you got them talking first. Tuxedo black, that's called. Yeah, same here, Desiree.
I had to answer it, otherwise everyone on the stream would be wondering who's calling.
No, they wouldn't. Tiki Hut Tan. This is a nice one. It's the people that we have our internet provider with. That's who phoned. Is it internet? Not internet. Internet and phone, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Tiki Hut. Let's doing this at a Tiki Hut Tan. And then we've got another yellow, which is Lemon Bliss, which is quite a bright, it's like a neon. They are nice and juicy, guys. So this is Lemon Bliss. Yeah, I know you do.
Oh, hold on. This is a bit more serious than I thought. Is someone going to try and...
No, Andrew. Oh, my God. No, you just don't give out details over the phone. I've told you this before. You just don't. You don't give any details out over the phone. It doesn't matter if they say they're BT or they say they're blooming the Queen. You don't give it out. Okay.
I'm in trouble.
No, just leave it. Just don't answer them when they phone back. Okay. This one is Prairie Berry. So I need to, this is at an angle. P-R-A-I-R-I-E. Blooming the Queen was true though. Imagine if the Queen actually phoned you. It wouldn't happen. That's what I mean. You would just don't trust anyone.
See, Marie,
Sunset Orange. So Sunset Orange. These are really juicy, and obviously because they are an alcohol marker, they do bleed through. So they do. They're really juicy, Anna. They're really juicy. I don't know if they blend. Then I think I'll go for the greens next. We'll go for the greens. So then I've got Meadow Green, which is more of a like an olive green. Nice one. So that is Meadow Green.
So it's all people warning us of what's going on.
I don't trust anyone. I get in touch with people if I need to get in touch with them. I don't answer questions over the phone because you just don't know who it is. This one's Lime Sorbet. It's the same with online as well, everyone, you know. You don't give your details out freely online either. It's just because you know that you just don't know these people. So now we've got Lime Sorbet. Okie dokie. And then you've got Forest Green. Oh my God. And then we've got Margarita Green. So anyone that likes some alcohol marker, I would recommend these. Hi, Samantha. Margarita Green. These are nice. I'm liking these. And then we have a very bright green, which is called Key Lime. So we'll try and get these done really quick. So this is Key Lime. It's just to show you, if you weren't sure of what colours were in the 36 Bic Marking Markers, now we know. Then we've got Tranquil Teal. Oh, I like that one. That's a nice colour. Yeah, I like that one. Tranquil, this one, I really like it. Tranquil Teal. Take care, Helly. And then we've got another green, which is Forever Green. Forever Green. So I'm doing this at an angle, and that's why my writing's all over the place. Forever Green. And then we have Hot Aqua. So these are going more into the blues now. So yeah, these are the colours so far. And then we have got Deep Sea Blue. Deep Sea Blue. Oh my goodness. Just don't answer it. It doesn't stop. Then we've got Ocean View Blue. It's never any, like everyone else phones me on my mobile phone, so it's only ever people that are trying to sell you stuff on the house phone, genuinely. Ocean View Blue. And then these are just Bic Marking. Bic Marking. It's Bic Marking Markers. These are not metallics. The metallics are separate. Blue Skies Blue. That's a nice bright blue. Like that one. So this is Blue Skies Blue. And then we've got Misty Blue. My phone never rings, and then it rings when I'm on stream. Misty Blue. And then we've got Midnight Navy. Hi, Charlotte. How are you doing? Hi, Beth. Yeah, I don't blame you, but we have to have it because of the internet, Grace. Midnight Navy. And then we have we'll go for Cloud 9 Grey, which is a nice lighter grey. We quite like that grey. They are very nice colours. Cloud 9 Grey. I'll show you properly when they're all done. So sorry about my writing because I'm at a sideways angle here. And then we've got Stone Grey. Again, that's not too dark. So it's grey, but not like a, you know, really dark one. Playful Purple. That's a nice one. So just to give you an idea of what colours are in there. Yeah, Robin, it's the best way, honestly. Yeah, France, they said we had to. So honestly, I wouldn't bother with one if not. They said, oh, you got to have a phone line. I was like, oh, we've got the mobile phones. We don't need one. Plum-tastic Purple. Oh, that's nice. All you purple lovers out there will love that one because that's like a really nice plum-tastic. So these are nice for basing stuff before you put your pencil on top. Then we've got Desert Rose, which is very similar, just a bit of a pinker tone to it than the other one. So it's a bit more pinky to the other purple. Exactly. It's yeah, they're pointless to have, aren't they, at the moment? I mean, these days everyone has a mobile phone, so before, you know, you used to be on your house phone. You don't need them anymore. You don't need them anymore. Then we got Pink Flamingo, which is a really bright pink. And then we've got a Peach Parfait. So we'll do two. And then I'll just write them as we go along. Then we've got Petal Pink, which is a bit more of a purpley pink. So this one is Pink Flamingo. And then we got Peach. Did I say that right? Parfait. And then we've got Petal Pink. Yeah. We used to get home from school, didn't we? And used to be on, you know, the house phone to our friends all evening, even though we've been in school with them all day. But we don't use them anymore. We use our mobile phones now. This one's like a really bright neon pink. Fandango pink. Is that right? Is that what it says? Yeah, Fandango. Let's do the Fandango. That is really bright. Oh, you managed to get the £5 super tips. That was a good deal, wasn't they? A good deal. So that's Fandango pink. And then we've got Polynesian purple. This one's a nice purple, guys. Then we've got Rambunctious red. All these names. So I'll give you a close-up of what they look like. And then this is Yellow Blaze. So they're the last of the Bic markers. This is not including metallic. So I'm just giving you a little Fandango. I know. I'm just giving you a little insight to what you get into these. These are the Bic Marking Markers. Polynesian purple. So I'm at an angle. My writing is all over the place. Good Lord. And then we've got Rambunctious red. And then we have Yellow Blaze. Okay, so we have done them. These are the, hold on guys, Bic Marking 36. Right. So we have got 36 colours in these marking markers. So you've got all these really beautiful colours. They are alcohol markers, and they have a very good variety. They've got no metallics because you have to buy them separately, but they have a nice range of colours, and they will be very good for marker basing and putting in your like Hanalin books and stuff that we do, and then put it on, you know, put on top your pencils. Or if you, of course, you don't have to put pencils on top. If you just want them as markers, you can have them as your markers. And this is totally up to you. But I use them as a base, and then I put stuff on top. So these are really nice. I really like them. So I'm happy I got those. Now, I'm not going to redo that chart and do it all neat because I really, really can't be bothered. So what I'm going to do is fold this up, and I'm going to keep it in my pencil case so that when I want to know what colours are in there, I will just grab it from inside. So that's, oh, sorry guys. That's a good little, like, you don't have to have loads of charts everywhere. Just put your little chart in your pencil case with them, and yeah, when you want to know what the colours are, you pick it out. So what I thought we might want to do, just because it's very small, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm all feeling Halloween. I'm going to zoom you out. I thought maybe we could have a little go and play in Halloween book. Now I am doing this one at the moment, which I'm going to finish doing today, or get on to help finishing doing it today. So I thought about, hold on, let's turn that down. These are my vampire girls, which I thought about just sitting down, finishing off their hairs, finishing off and doing the rest of it. So I know I love the image. I just haven't done any more on it because I got stuck, and I thought, I don't know what I'm doing with the colour of the clothes. I didn't know what colour to do the clothes, so I left it. But I thought what we could maybe try is one of the smaller ones on string and see where how far we can get, because you've got these little ones in this book. And hiya, Jennifer, I didn't see you there. I thought, I've done a little one. We've got this little fall girl here. Thought maybe we could do her. Now with her leaves, I thought maybe we could do the Neos, and everything else we could quickly do in pencil. But I thought it would give a little idea on how to use the Neos as well without using it for a background. So you're using it for the actual picture rather than just doing loads of background with it. Because you can incorporate the Neos and incorporate watercolor pencils, Albert Dürers, any of that into these leaves without having to put any pencil in. Because I have done quite a few things in with them before. I could do quite a few things with watercolor pencils where you don't have to, you know, you're having a little go. I think I'm in that one, Tammy. I'm in there. So what do you feel? Should you feel we should just do that for the next hour or so? Hold on. Oh, right. So I'm going to get a bit of paper. I think we'll do this one because it's fall. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really feeling that time of year now. So I'm going to do her skin. I think we're going to use polys because we haven't used polys for a long time. So we're going to use some polychromos for a change. And then I'll show you the two books that were sent to me, bless her, by Tammy. By Selena. Please don't let me forget that, because my memory at the moment is rubbish. So I'm going to pull you down a little bit. Right, because I don't want to shadow you. There we go. So we're going to use some polychromos because I really, really have missed using my poly. So is it nice and clear or is it blurry? Let me know. As long as it's clear on your screens, I should be good. And then we'll use some polychromos. I think let's go for it. So I'm thinking for her skin, because we don't use polys a lot on the channel, even though they were my first love in a pencil. So I think we should do that. We should try some polys. I often get asked, Sam, yeah, how do you do polys? Skin polys? I'm like, you know what? I haven't done that in a while. So let's go for it. So I'm going to use the usual suspects. I'm going to grab some light peach and cinnamon. I think we need a little bit of a browner tone, so I'm going to get some of the burnt sienna. I quite like a bit of sanguine in my skin, which you're thinking sounds mad, but it works. Then I'm going to put a touch of Payne's Grey, if I can find it, or I could do warm grey. I'll go for warm grey, which is 275. And then I think we will have, Payne's Grey. We'll have a look. I haven't used my polys in a while, so I think they do need a little bit of love. I'll grab a dark flesh. So let's have a go. So I'm going to use just, for now, I'm going to try some poly. So I'm going to lay down, first of all, the light flesh. Now, I've not used my polys in a long time, so we're going to do that. We're going to get the neos out, and we're going to do the leaves, and we're going to have a go with that after. But I think I'm going to go down with this first. Don't worry about the eyebrow. But she needs to be all these reds and oranges and full colours, I think. So I'm going to go for that. Just warm. So I'm bringing that, just a light base coat down into her skin just to start with, because I've not showed polys for a long time. I don't think I've ever used polys on skin on stream, have I? So we're going to use that. We're going to go for that. Now her neck is here, and we're going to bring that colour into her neck. She's got a bit of skin here and here, and she's also got some skin showing down here. Because the leaves are there, you cannot really see it. So we're just going to get this first base down. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Alice one. You just bought the Jasmine Beckett first book. Have a go, Katrina. Have you done one in it yet? So we're going to put some in there. Okay. So I'm going to keep this pretty simple. Now I'm going to come in with some cinnamon. And I'm doing a fairly medium pressure. I'm not going too light, because we're going to start putting in where we want our colours. Now with Jasmine Girl, she's got a slight sort of, I'm going to add some nose in. She's got like a slight colour in the middle of her girl's forehead, hasn't she? So I do want to bring some of that colour in. So we're going to use that as a guide. So bringing some cinnamon in, and we're bringing that down very, very lightly. So we don't want to go overboard yet, because we're starting to just introduce it in. Because I want to have a tanned colour, so we're just going to bring that in. Now the thing is, these are nice and small, so you can control it. And the good thing with the smaller pictures is that they don't take up a lot of your time. So again, bring that in there. And underneath her neck, don't forget that you can bring some of that colour down. But you're going to have a darker shadow under there anyway, because the neck will naturally shadow. And the same here. So you're just picking out where you want those colours to go down, really. So you're not kind of fussing to start with. You're just laying down where you want the colours. See, now with the edging, you can go back to your light flesh and just fade out those edges before we add other colours in. So just adding that in. It's about playing around with skin tones. Now I'm going to get my burnt sienna, which is 285 or no, 283. I'm going to add a little bit of brown tones in before we put any sanguine. Now, don't forget that polychromos are a little bit of a hard pencil to your Prismas. So then the blendability is still there, but they're not as soft. So they might streak a bit more rather than be like putty and mold in. So I want her to have a little bit of a toned, tanned skin, because this going to be quite brown. I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush, because I usually rush on streams, and that's not how I colour. I do colour a bit slower. So I'm just going to bring some of that in. Now, underneath her hair would slightly have a bit of that brown, because they're fringe or bangs, as I know people call them. Is it bangs? It makes me laugh when people say that. I'm just going to bring that in. Is that what you guys call them in the US? Bangs? We call them fringes. So hold on, guys. Yeah, bangs. I thought so. Let's tone down that because colour. There we go. Yeah, we call them fringe. A fringe. Hold on. Hold on, guys. There we go. I'm just bringing some of that in. And then up here as well, just like with her girls, they haven't, I add my own little nose in. Oh, you call them back? Do you call it a fringe as well, Linda? Yeah. See, we do as well. So I know some people call them bangs, and when I hear I'm getting my bangs cut, I laugh because we never call them bangs. It's just like, oh, that's funny. Okay, sanguine. Just add in a bit of that sanguine, which is 188. She's going to have a slight undertone of that colour. Bangs in America, yeah. Take care, Denise. Have a great day. It's funny to me, isn't it? Yeah, but I like it. I like Americanisms because they're just so different from ours. And when I hear things in like teleprograms from America, I sit there and I listen and I'm like, I love that word. It's like I love the word. It's no surprise when I say I love the word douche when people call people a douchebag. I love it. It makes me so happy to hear that. Hiya. Okay, so now I'm going to do back to my light flesh, and I'm going to just quite heavy-handedly on that bit, just try and blend that in. And I'm going to keep along that line of blending in because I want her quite tanned. And don't forget, when you start adding the other colours, this won't stand out as much. This colour will be toned down a lot. It will tone down a heck of a lot. So I'm just going to kind of bring that in before I add any white. Now with her, you can see she's going to have like an undertone of it. And I'm going to bring in some Payne's Grey, just slightly, just to shadow a little bit. So, and the same with underneath here, I'm going to add just a shadow. So this is very awkward at an angle. So I'm just concentrating for a second. I need a Prismacolor white or a buff titanium, so I think I'm going to use that. See, it looks weird on your screens. Hold on, the colour's weird. Hold on, guys. That's it, my chat's gone. Oh, it's back again. Now I'm just going to get a Prismacolor white just for the middle of the forehead because we're not finished yet. I'm just adding in where I want those more of a sort of a toned colour. Right, don't forget with that sort of around the edge, and you have to be a bit mindful. So just getting the white there a minute before we add. So it looks a little bit strange on your screen for some reason. There we go. Is it gone all flashed out? Is it okay? So I'm going to bring in some dark flesh. I'll have a little bit of a pinky undertone. It's just these mini ones are just easy to do. See, I don't want to oversaturate her with colour, and I've just got to fiddle for a minute. So back to my light flesh. Bring some of that colour in. So I'm just sorry about not being in the chat for a second. I just got to concentrate on what I'm doing so that I know where I want her pinky colour. Because when we start doing her hair, she won't look as... Don't always judge it on how it first looks, because once you put the hair in, this won't be as... it won't be... Let me zoom you out because it's gone blurry. It'll be like here. It will be like on top. She won't be as pinky. Because as soon as you add colour to the rest of the picture, that won't show for some reason. So just going to go back under with cinnamon. And then add some in. Then I'm going to get some burnt sienna, just a touch. And then I'm going to get back into my... Is it washed out again? Hold on. See, but then I just that and it makes it look like she's really, really funny. There we go. I can't... yeah, it's the lighting on here. I'll show you a different... See, when you do a different angle, it doesn't look as... You'll see. You'll see. It's just light flesh. It's just really strange on how the lighting goes on this. Then I'm going to get my buff titanium because I love it. And I'm going to go into the middle of the forehead. And I'm going to tone that forehead bit down. And same with here. So it just takes the sort of edge off of it. But then with my... I'm just going to bring that up. So I'm not going to fiddle for a second. Let's bring... you'll see, it goes funny. So I think for her eyes, I'm going to go for blue. So I'm going to get... Hold on. See you later, Charlotte. This is my sky blue. And from the top downwards, we're going to keep with that. So I'll zoom you in. When you fiddle with it, different lightings, different camera angles, it does go a little bit, yeah, it buggers it up. Okay. So this is sky blue. Before we add others in. Oh my God, can you hear me with my pencils? I sharpen them at too much of a fine point. That's my problem. Okay, so we are just going in. Then I'm going to get the next colour, which is indigo, dark indigo, which is 157. And then I'm going to bring that round. And I'm going to bring like a jagged line up. So make the top of it the darkest and then jagged line. Like that. Yeah, it does. And then, because it looks really different on the screen to how it is in front of me. So I'll show you like pictures after. So we're bringing that jagged line up. And with the jagged line, it just makes it a little bit more lifelike. So it just gives a little, it makes it a bit more sort of lifelike to how it is. When you add other colour, yeah, it does balance it out. Okay, Kimberly. Okay, now I need a black. So just add in, I need this sharp, but I'm going to try and not break it. Okay, so just at the tops, I'm just going to add up and in. So I'm not seeing all the chat for a second. So, yeah, and then with our fine liner, because I use the Stabilo, these are Stabilo 0.88. I'm going to bring that in. And we're going to grab the Neos after we've done our skin, and we're going to do the Neos on practically all of it and see if we need to add pencil. Because Neos, don't forget with Neos, they are a watercolour. They're just in a stick and they look like a crown. And you call it crayon. Hi, Desiree B. And then on her underneath, I'm just going to bring some of that black into the under of her, into these eyelashes. And then the same underneath here. Now, before we add Posca in, let that dry. You have to make sure that that is dry, because if you don't, we're going to end up with, you know, a mess of the black running into the white Posca. So in her inner eye here, I'm just going to grab the flesh, the meat. This is dark flesh. And on her lips, I'm going to add a bit of dark flesh. Sorry about looking in the chat for a minute. If I've got anything, put it in caps and I'll reread it. And then I'm just going to grab back some cinnamon. And then I'm going to get some Payne's Grey. Hold on. Payne's Grey a minute. So, hold on. And then with my black again, just with my black, this is the fine liner. Hold on. There we go. I just add in a little pencil line. This is the Halloween one. It's the Halloween book. Halloween. Okay, so grabbing a Posca. Grabbing a Posca. And then I'm just going to make sure that my Posca is okay first. It's not going to leak everywhere. So just going to add just a square. Now, this part is temperamental with a Posca, so I'm just not going to do them too big because it's only a little picture. So make sure your Posca is juicy, and then I'm just going to put a touch and a touch here. And the same at the top. Sorry if I've missed anything in chat. Don't forget, stick it back in caps if I've not seen it. Okay, so just adding in a little bit. And then I've really missed chat for the last 5 minutes. I'm really sorry. Okay, so right, so shall we grab those Neos? We've got some wings at the side, and hold on. Oh, thank you. Right, what's going on? I'm just reading up. Do I need to cut the string? Can we just... I don't know what's happened. I've missed so much. I've missed, because my head's been down. There was stuff going on. I'd rather end it than cause a dispute. If there's a dispute going on in chat, if things are said, I'd rather just end it because I'm not in the mood. Not this week. Okay. So okay, Chip. Chip. So I've just got my cinnamon. Chip, shush. Okay, so I'm going to keep that as it is. So she's kind of just kept to that. Now I'm going to grab my Neos. So if you bear with me, because I've just got to get up. Yeah. This is a Posca. Sorry about shaking the camera. That was a Posca pen. So if we keep it, oh, I'm going to come back with the Neos. If you just bear with me, because we don't need the pencils for now. I'm just going to walk away from the table to grab the Neos, and then I'll be back. So just bear with me. Yeah, it was a paint pen, Patricia. It was a paint pen. Right, let's put that back. Let's put this back. And then put these out of the way. Right, let's grab those Neos. Yeah, I'm going to do them all 4 colours. So we can look at the Neos and we can look at what to do with them. So we've got the Neo set that we're going to use. We're going to use these. Okay, I'm back. So we need a tissue and we need now Neos and watercolors are a huge learning curve that I'm still on. So we're going to try this, and I might have to. Are you zoomed out? Right. Okay. So we have got the full set here, but I'll tell you which colors we're going to use. Thanks, Katrina. So we're going to use like all fall type colors on this one. So we're looking at deep greens. We're looking at the sort of autumnal russets and English red and saffrons and those types of colours. So I'm glad I was so happy and grateful when this is an Aquarelle palette and this is the Caran d'Ache one. And the good thing that we can do with this is mix our colours on here. And it's got a slight texture, so when you put it on there, you can have, it looks like you're painting, like, you know, you look like you're painting a palette, but it's got a lot of tooth to it. As soon as you add the water, you've got a watercolor on your palette that, you know, you can mix and play around with. So, yeah, you heard my slippers on the floor. So we're going to mix up some colours here. So that was the saffron. So I'll do it all on with you. So I was thinking along the line, saffron, we've got a golden ochre. So we can mix them on here and mix it together. So we can always tone it down and get some autumn colours going on. So, you know, we've got these oranges and Yeah, it's a really good one. I love it. It's the Aquarelle palette, the Caran d'Ache. And you can mix all your watercolours on here and we won't have a problem. That we don't have to keep, you know, mixing it in the tins and stuff. So we got this. Now, this is burnt sienna. So I'm going to just drag some colours in. So we've got a nice deep auburny colour going on. So that will darken that up, but not too much. So we can get some colours on the palette. So let's go for some at the bottom here. We've mixed in burnt sienna, we've mixed in saffron, and we've mixed in golden ochre. So you just want a touch in there. You have a bit of everything. Now, the tip with watercolouring, I will zoom you in, is my tip, how I do it, is when you put the neos down and you want to drag the colour up, wipe your brush off and drag the colour up so it graduates from light to dark. Now we can add a little bit of that in. We can add a bit more brown. So it's depending on how you would like to do it. So bring some of that more, you know, that, drag it up and do it into a non-existent and sort of work your way in with that. So again, I'm going to drag some of this. And don't worry about her hair for now because we're going to go over that. So drag up, wipe, drag that up again. So it will graduate that colour up and out. Drag some of that other, you know, orangey brown in. So we're going to do this all type of fall colours. And don't forget, this is your first round. This isn't going to be your final product. So you can bring some of that darker one in again. So this is just playing around. Don't forget to wipe. And as you're wiping off, you can bring up those colours without oversaturating it and looking muddy. So you've got a graduation. So again, we're going to come back over here. We're going to drag the darker colour, which is the burnt sienna, in. So wipe off, drag that down. Again, bring that in. Now we'll bring up some of that orange colour. And just mix them in and wipe off as you go along. So we might want a bit more orange in there. Might want a bit more orange in there. And see what I mean? You're going to just play around, wipe off, and keep doing that. The key with these, I have found, when you're using them for anything, is to, that's okay, I'll speak to you later, Mum. The good thing is you can graduate colours up. Now, if you want to add a little bit more of a brownie tone in there, so I'm going to bring in some Toledo brown. So we're going to add, I'm going to try and do it so it's there. There you go. So we'll bring some of that in. We don't want a lot, but we want a bit of a darker brown. So we'll add some of that. Bring that pigment in. And you can add some to the top, wipe off, bring in again, saturate down, add some of the orange, and just alternate the colours on how you want them. And it's about playing and having fun with it. So again, if you want to add a little bit more orange into it, so you can add some more of the saffron, but you might not want to water that down as much. So you might want to add a bit more. Dear Lord, you might want to add a bit more orange into it, you know, and then keep going with it. And this is the fun that I've been having with the neos, guys, is that you can always add, wipe, add a bit more, wipe, and don't forget, it's a learning curve. You know, these take time. These take time. So I'm alternating in these colours, and it just, you can always deepen and darken after. You don't have to go with the first round of it. You wipe off and then you can drag the colour down and then you have a graduation. So let me show you. Yeah, it's neo colour. Neo colour. So like I was saying, you've got a graduation in those browns, oranges and ochres. And the good thing with those, if you do the dipping technique, you can dip it on, wipe off, drag the colour down again, wipe off and drag it down, and then you'll have a graduation. The thing is, if you go in full force with them, they're exactly the same. Oh, blimey, thank you, Shara. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. So just remember, when you're doing, if you want to do your Neos, my personal opinion, I was showing Desiree this the other day. Hi, Azionia. Me and Desiree sat with water the other day and did water. Thank you so much for that, Shara. With watercolours, I find if you go full force in and you've got, for instance, let me show you. Let me get a bit of card and I'll show you. Let me show you what I mean. Yes, thank you, Shara. Right, I'll give you a little tip. This is my tip. This is just how I do things. If you have a colour down and you have got, I'm just going to put saffron, right? And you don't use the dip technique of wipe off. You're going in. You're not going to have a graduation in that colour. It's block, yeah? Whereas if you put it on a palette and you do your water, let's turn it around for you. So you've got your water on your palette there. And you wipe off, for instance, right, so we put a bit more there. 2 seconds, let me show you. So you do that there, you wipe off, you drag some more colour down. You've got a graduation where you have got colour to nothing. So you have got more of a chance of graduating that colour down when you wipe, as opposed to just going in and going full force, because then you haven't got a graduation. So I find you can do it with watercolour pencils. Of course you can. I find if you dip and drag that, you're going to have a better chance of getting a graduated colour than you would if you went straight in at full force. So we're going to bring some more of that burnt sienna, a bit more of that Toledo brown. We're going to try and get this on camera for you so that you've got, you know, something to work with. So again, you're going to mix that. Oh, thank you, Tanya. Ah, thank you, Shara. Thank you. Bless your hearts. I've been colouring for 3 years, but watercolours are very new to me. Okay, so we're going to grab some of that and we're going to graduate. So put some of that colour down, wipe off, drag it out, wipe it off, drag it out. And the reason I say wipe it off is you've automatically got on your first lay down some colour down and graduate. Then we're going to put some of that saffron in. Again, I'm wiping, I'm dragging, I'm wiping and dragging. And you have got there straight away, you've got a graduated colour that you're dragging into your other colours. And then you can just play around. So drag a little bit more of a sienna brown in and just have a play with it. And when it dries, you've got something going on. Yeah, about 3.5 years, Dionia, about 3.5 years. So a little while now, a little while. So if I put you on a little bit, take care, Kate. So let's bring a darker brown in. So we can go, or even put some charcoal in with that brown. So we can darken up. The thing is with doing all these, so you've got your brown, you bring some of that brown in. And look, you've got a dark brown going on other than your other light browns. So you can bring a charcoal into that brown and make it like a dark brown. So again, I'm going to bring, now you've got that first one in, we're going to go into the next round of it. So bring that darker brown in, wipe, drag the colour up, wipe, and you know, you've got some graduation. Let's bring some of that orange in. And then wipe, graduate, Graduate the colour. Let that dry before you go again. Remember, if you overdo that, you're going to have this going on, and this will break it if you do too much. So if you go into, let me take you in a bit. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you, Sue. So I'm trying not to blur it. So now we've got a dark brown again. We're going to bring in a little bit more of the burnt. See, we just, do you want me to take it out a bit so you can see everything? All right. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. There we go. So you can see the palette as well as what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, so we've got that on screen. We got that on screen? Yeah. So we're going to drag some of that dark brown in again and bring that in. And as long as you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to wipe the brush off, drag some colour up, wipe the brush off and drag some colour up. Again, graduating it. Just graduate all these colours up. Bring some of those oranges in. Wipe it off. And just keep with that. It's just keeping with that pattern. So dragging some more of those like reddy browns in. We'll do it to the top here. And then wiping off, drag it down. Wipe it off, drag it down. And that's all it is. It's just a matter of wiping off as you go. Just wipe it off as you go. Right, let's bring in. Now, this one is black. So you've got your black. And all that will do is deepen up those browns when I want to bring in my brown. So I'm just showing you all what I'm doing. I love this palette. I'm so forever grateful for this palette. So we've got some English red up here. And if you want to bring some of that brown in, let's mix that in with that. You can add a bit of black into that. And it gives these really nice autumnal colours. Now I'm going to bring some of that more of a reddy tone in. And we're going to start on this. I've got to bring this off so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, Kathy, they are. They are. So again, wipe your brush. Drag the colour down. Wipe the brush. Drag that colour down a bit more. And it will graduate those colours out for you with a graduation like you're blending out. So that's all it's doing. We're blending it out. Let's bring that down for you. So I'm trying to get this in screen so you can see my palette as well. So now we're going to add some red into the matter. So now we'll add some reds in. Now wipe, drag. Don't forget, don't oversaturate your page because you'll rip it. Drag that. So again, look, you've got something going on that's just not flat. Let's bring some oranges in. So we're going to bring that orange down here in. Now let that dry before we go again with any more colours, because what we'll end up doing is ripping the paper. Now I'm going to come back up to here, add some more red into there, bring that back in. So add some in, wipe, drag the colour out. But if you don't wipe off, you're going to drag too much colour. Well, I drag too much colour if I don't wipe. So I just wipe as I go along so that you haven't got a solid colour. And the reason I wipe off is so you can graduate it out. Hi, Candice. So I'm going to add some of that reddy tone in. Wipe. And this is how I use my Neos. So I've been asked a few times and I say, I'd use a technique where I wipe off and I drag colours out. People are like, what? Hi, Gillian. Thank you, sweetheart. So it's just playing around, really. And who is now inspired to use their Neos and use them and like get them out and play with them and have fun? So wipe, drag. Let the paper dry slightly. If your paper is too wet, you've put too much water down, dry it first. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Go and have a play with them. Okay, let's drag that. Maybe add a bit of dark into there, look. So we'll darken that up in the corner. So take some colour off and drag that down. And look, we've got some autumnal leaves going on. You still haven't got them. I'm so surprised, Honor. Okay, so if I tone that down, you can see, yeah? I know, all the autumn feels with this one, isn't it? So I'm going to just drag some dark here, just brown, into this stem. Now I'm going to get some brown, dark greens going on now. So let's get some, what can we get? Let's get some olive. And let's get some raw umber. And let's mix those two colours together. And maybe add on the edge. This one is olive brown. But we'll do that after. Now let's get some greens in on the mix. So we've got these dark greens going on. Again, wipe off, drag. Wipe off, drag. And then we've got a graduated colour. See, it's all graduation. Now we need a little bit of a lighter tone in there. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of the Chinese green. Oh, I like that. So we're just going to add a little bit of that in and add some Chinese green to that. That's Chinese green and raw umber mixed. So look, it goes really well together. I'm liking that. So this is just the thing, just play around with what you've got and have fun. So now I'm going to add a bit of black into that, just a touch. Just a touch. Just add it, it darkens it up a bit, but not too much. Just, again, take it off. Then we add a bit more of that Chinese one. And then back to this bit. And then just graduate that out. Now again, I'm going to just add a little bit more of that Chinese green. Let's get that going. And look, we have got, let me move that. We've got a green ochre colour going on. But you could even add a bit of yellow into that. So literally yellow, it's called yellow. So make sure you've got a clean brush, get some water in on the mix, and you can even add a tiny bit of yellow into that. And it just makes it really nice. Right, let me scroll up as I've missed her. Hi May, I didn't see, I've missed who's come in. A big hello to everyone that's come in. And if there's any questions and I've missed them, just, yeah. Repost them now and I'll be with you. Ah, thank you, SNC. Well, I'm glad that's that. I'm glad that it has. That's what I like to hear. Oh, yeah, sorry, Mel, I wasn't looking. I've just been trying the Neos on this page. Okay, so we'll bring these watercolours back over. So shoppers pay. Ah, okay. Let's add some more greens. Let's go for green here. So these are the darker olive greens. So we're just going to get some going. Wipe off, and I'm just adding that up into here. So it's just we're playing. I've got hair there. There we go. So I'm just getting that onto the page. Really, I'm going to add some of that Chinese green in, make it a bit more yellow, and a bit of yellow in there. So drag some more of that darker green in, wipe off. I'm just doing it as we go along. Now, if I want to add a bit more black into that, we can darken this up a bit. So my brush is wet, but it's not oversaturated wet. So we've got, you know, we've got some on there. So let's add some yellow into it. Just play around. You can, Nancy. So if we dried it, we can pencil over it. We're going to add a little pencil detail in after. So I'm just going to grab that olive green again. So you just, yep, you can pencil over it. We're just going to go in a bit darker with that. And just add in. And then I'm just going to grab that yellow. So this is Neo's, guys. This is Chinese green. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do with the colours, but I'm kind of going along these lines. Yeah, it's just playing, isn't it? It's playing. Okay, let's get some more of these sort of tones in. So we're going to get a bit more of this reddy brown. And I think we're going to go for the reddy brown one here. So just put it in as you want it. So I'm just wiping off as I go along, dragging that colour, but not too much. Now I'm going to get some more of this up here. And then add that in. And just dab it on, but I want to keep some going on. Then I want some of that orange. So yeah, I'm quite happy with. Okay, let's get some saffron in. So let's add a little bit of a orangey tone. And then we want to maybe get some more brown in on it. So let's darken that up a bit. I feel like Bob Ross. You know, his palette. Let's add a bit more in here and a bit more over there. Yeah, no, I'm really not like him. Okay, so it's just yeah, a matter of playing around, isn't it? Okay, so we're good to try this, and we learn. Okay, so we've got one more leaf here. So we go for another green one, yeah. So I'm going to come in with my olive green. I'm going to darken that up a bit. Okay, and then same with that bit there. Then we're going to bring some of that Chinese green in. So wipe off. They do. I mean, they are beautiful. They are beautiful. But I'm just taking you along with me. So we'll get some more green ochre in on that. And then when that dries out a bit, grab some of that yellow. We've got some yellow. So we can add a bit more if we want to. And then, so go around the edging here. I'm just dabbing at the moment. So I'm wiping off, adding that up. Again, bringing some of that yellow in. I'm quite enjoying this this technique. Okay, so now with the stems, I'm going to just bring some of that dark brown, dark green, and I'm going to add the dark green in onto that mix. So, and then with these, I'm going to darken up this brown here. So don't forget, all you have to do is reactivate it with water. So I'm going to bring that in here. And then I think we're going to do it on that bit as well. And yeah, we shall let that dry. So that is the full leaves. That's the leaves. Hi, Tracy. Thanks, Katrina. So I'm quite happy now. I'm thinking for her hair, I'm going to go with a Neo base. And I'm thinking along the lines of a dark brown. So I'm just going to go in with, this is that Toledo brown. And I just want to get a base going on her hair. So just a base. I'm going to go with pencils on her hair, but it's just to base it so we don't have white. So just base her hair with this brown, because we're going to go in with our pencil when this is dry. So yeah, we're going to do that. So this is the Neo in the Toledo brown. We're just going to get a base coat going on it. We don't have to do, we could actually do it all in Neos, really. So just going in. So I'm doing tip to that. So let's get a base down. Tip of the brush to the Neo colour 2. and then just get something going on the page. Hold on, guys, my chat keeps going. Yeah, I do, Robin, I do, but not as much, not as much, I must admit. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, so we're just getting that down on it. So I hope that you go and play with your Neos because they are pretty awesome. And then I'm just basing this to start with. We can add in some more colours in on the mix, but it gets that down on the paper and then you know where you're going with it. So we're just basing to start. And that's a good thing about any sort of watercolour medium. You can use it as your base coat, as your starting point, as your point where you would like to start with. So we're just getting that colour down to initially start on where we want this to go. So just one colour first initially. So we've got it here as well. Okay, so that's like her hair based. We might need a little bit more in there. And a little bit under there actually. Okay, so that's, see what I mean? If I'd not done her skin initially that dark, her skin would have just completely faded out into the rest of it. Okay, now I'm thinking before I put any pencil to it, I need a dark brown. A really dark brown. So I'm thinking we're going to grab some sepia. No, go ahead, Candice. Go ahead. Right, so I'm going to now just grab some sepia. And I'm just going to add a little bit of depth before we add pencil. So you can always wipe. Are you good for lighting, guys? Is it okay on your screens? So I'm just putting some sepia in and I'm wiping off as I go along, just to add a little bit more of depth in first before I move over to my pencils. So it just guides me on where I want to go with it, kind of thing, if I'm making sense. It just is guiding me where I want to go with it. So it just adds in that extra depth, I suppose it is. So wipe it off and blend it in. It just is giving me a bit of guidance. Thank you, Tracy. So with her root, that's going to be slightly darker. So again, wipe off and drag a little bit. So you're going to add your pencil in after. We are going to do some pencil in the hair. I'm thinking Prismacolors maybe. Okay, so just brings a bit of depth in there. So again, underneath, a bit of sepia. Okay, so it just gives me a guide. Just gives me a guide. Okay, so that's all Neo so far, apart from the face. But I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. Hold on. So if I... Oh, sorry, guys. If I show you, that's where the Neos are so far. If you really want to, don't forget, the less you add, the more you can go in after with it. The more you put to paper initially, you might oversaturate it. You can't always take, well, you can't take away unless you're very quick. So it's best to start light and add on top. So that's our Neos. I'm just going to grab my dryer and I'm just going to start adding. Actually, it might be all right, because we're going to add pencil next. So this won't take long. Thank you, Lou. So let me just grab my dryer. Thank you. Because we've got to do our detailing, but I need to put my dryer so I can do that. Hold on, everyone. Sorry about knocking the tripod. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh, I don't know if I can plug that in as well. Right, you might just go a little bit darker. Sorry about the tripod. Just bear with me. You might go dark for a second. Just bear with me. Oops. All right, you're not supposed to go that dark. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Sorry, guys. Okay, so just put in the dryer switch. Just bear with me. Sorry about that. And just like that, you were gone. So, 2 seconds, everyone. Okay, now I can put the light back on. Oh, there, you were gone, now you're back. Okay, so if I move that. Oh, hold on, everyone. Okay, you should be all right in a second. There we go. There you go. You're back again. You're back again. I had to turn you off to turn you back on. Okay. Oh. Okay, 1 minute, guys. If I just get my bearings and then I'll have a look on the chat. If there's anything in caps, just put it back at me. Oh, bless you, Lou. Right, so we can get on with some pencils. I'm going to use Prismas now because we used the polys for her face, which was the whole point because I'd not used polys for the face. So we're going to use some Prismas and we're going to get some hair going. So I'm going to bring in some sepia. I'm going to bring in some sienna brown. And I'm going to bring in some dark brown, I think, as my colours. So with the hair, we've got a base, so we won't have any white areas. So I'm just sharpening my pencils. Okay. So we're not going to have any white areas, which is the good thing. I'm just going to put the lighting down and I'm going to zoom you in. As you are zoomed in. Okay. So is that all right on your screens to do her hair? Now, I think I'm initially going to go in just with a touch of the sienna brown. So her hair has got a base coat, so you're not going to have those horrible white lines. And so we're going to bring in some of that. Now, this is sienna brown PC945. So this was just, I wanted to show you how you can get use out of your neos and how you can approach using them without feeling overwhelmed by them and how to use them on a palette and all of that. Yeah, my swish and flick, that's right. That is correct, Mondo. So we're going to go in with that hair and we're going to flick it out. So you're just going to bring those lines in. But again, you've not got any big white patches. So you're going to bring that hair down. And we're just going to play. We're just going to play. This isn't like a serious picture. This was more of the focus to show you how to get use out of your neos. You can use your neos. That was my whole, don't be scared of them. They're there. Same applies to watercolor pencils. How you can get the use out of them with, you know, in what you want to do with them rather than just feeling daunted by them like I did. So we're going to bring that down. And it's the same. Now you're kind of going with the sections, the lines here. So again, you're sort of bringing that in. Now going upwards, you can join that up. You can leave a little, sort of a little gap between the two. And totally up to you how you want to approach the hair. But we won't have any white spaces because we've put a neo base. So neos can be used for colouring, can be used for bases. Okay, so now I'm going to get my dark brown. Just making sure I've not missed anything. Dark brown, and I'm going to introduce that in. I'm just not going to fuss too much because it's only a small picture as well. You know, we're supposed to be having fun with it. So bringing that in and going along with those lines. The neos have given it a little tooth as well. Although this paper has tooth, the base of it will also give you a bit more tooth. So you can also bring some of those hairs over if you really want to, you know, you can bring some in. Take care of him. So bring that up in. And then just, I'm going to leave a bit of a highlight. So I'm just sort of showing you where my head is at the minute because I want her quite autumnal. And then like with a black as well, so she's got something going on. We can bring some, you know, some flicky motions. We don't have to keep with what's there. We can add some extras in like I usually do. And add, because she might have an autumn wind in her face. So, you know, that's where my head is. So again, I'm going to bring that. Now go with the hair. The trick is to go with the line. Go with the line that is already existing there. I know. But the thing is it's also like, don't feel that you have to have what everyone, you know, what everyone's got. It's building it up over time as well, you know. So don't feel overwhelmed by everything. There is a lot on the market. I'll give it that. Okay, so again, I'm going to bring those up. If you've got prismas, you're good to go. Oh, bless you, Desiree. Yeah, it does go pretty quick at times, doesn't it? Hiya, Rejoice. Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to have to just put that down a second, everyone, because you're at an angle. So I'm going to move this a minute up to here. And I'm going to say with the line here, this is my original color of sienna brown. And I'm just going to bring these down. So we'll try and get this done because I know there's a few people on tonight. It's a Saturday night and, you know, it's a busy day for streamers today. So bringing that in. Now I want to show you as well with the neos. So this is just going to continue how I did with that on there. You know, the neos was my main purpose for this. So I'm going to just do some of this hair to show you what I'm kind of, where my head is on it. Now I'm going to bring dark brown in. Just bring some of that dark brown in and just drag that down. And up again. Yeah, the Neos are pretty cool. They don't get enough love. And they are a very cool thing to like use and have in your books. So I do recommend even trying a small set. You know, you don't have to have a background. You can do them on pretty much anything. So let's just bring, so like along those lines. Now with the background, like you can do this as a frame or you can do a colour in there and graduate. We've still got the wings. But I just wanted to give you a sort of heads up what you can do with these Neos. Now, you can see that the pencil goes over those Neos really, really well. There is no, if you bring in the sepia as well, there's no sort of problem with laying down any of the Neo and pencil together. It works just so well. Neos act as a very good base. It takes out all those white lines, so you won't have the nasty white lines to have to contend with when you're laying your pencils down. So you can see that the pencil works really well on top of those. It works really well on top of the Neos. No problem whatsoever. So I just want to show you as well on the leaves what we can do. So we'll continue with that in a minute with the hair. So with the leaves, if you want to add in a bit of oranges, so I'm going to grab the goldenrod for instance, you can just deepen those colours up. But to be honest, the Neos have done most of the work. So you don't really need to worry about that, in my opinion, because it sort of defeats the object too much of the Neo colour. So if I add a little bit of the, let's grab some artichoke. If I grab some artichoke a minute and add a little bit of a tinge of that in there. You know, you can go on top of them, but I think the Neos have pretty much done all the work. So you don't really need to add too much because its depth of colour is already in that, you know. So you can add if you want to, you can add some like, just some little sort of detailing. And you can also add some lines, you know, like veins. If you wanted to add just a bit of detailing, you can add some veins in there. So it's entirely up to you how you would want to approach them, but they do go on really well. So you can then, if you really wanted to, you could go in with your green ochre. You can darken up that a bit if you really want to. You know, it's entirely up to you how you want to approach the Neos. You can add them as a base only. You can do all your blending. But where we did the mixing, oh, bless you, Shara. Where we did the mixing, we don't need to do any pencil on those leaves. Those leaves are done. That's in my opinion. Whereas the hair, we've only used it as a base. Hiya, Charlotte. So with the hair, we needed the pencil because it was a base. Whereas the leaves, we've done the mixing. We did it on our palette. We've done it on this. We have added all those details in. We don't need to do too much with it, do we? So I do believe that the leaves can stay as they are, but the hair will have to have the details. So we're going to continue with the sienna brown. I'm going to try and wrap up soon, guys, because I know it's getting late and I've been on 3 hours, but I'm going to keep going for a bit. That's okay with you all, because I want to try and get this as close to done, if not done. So I won't be on for much longer, but I will continue for a bit. So I'm going to add that detailing in. So we're just going to add that depth. So I'm going to try and do that from this angle. So bringing that sienna brown in. And then I'm going to do later, whilst I watch a few. I think Kate's on tonight. Is Kate on tonight, Lou? I've got to go make dinner as well. So much time. But I want to be here more than making dinner, so that's where I shall be. I will stay here for a bit. Yeah. I'd rather be here. Dionia, yeah, we have, more or less. We have. Could you get the whole picture just with dry pencils, no wet pencils and neos? You can do all this without, you know, if you want about not using the neos, not using any wet medium, just doing, you know, pencils like we usually do. So now I'm going to get my dark brown. I have to turn the paper for a second, guys. So I have to do it at an angle because I'm at an angle because of the way I've got the camera. So just bringing that up. Again, I want to bring some of that down. I'm not neat with her hair because she doesn't need to be neat. She's an autumn fairy. And she has got, yeah, I think she is. I think she's coming on. I haven't heard differently. So I need to catch up with people's streams and stuff this week because where I've not been around and I've not been feeling well, I've just not felt to go online. Just, you know, just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, isn't it? Okay, so we're adding that in. I'm just kind of going along. I want her hair a bit more of a sort of lifelike type. So I think with her wings, we're going to keep to, should I do greens? It's got to go in or reds. I think it's got to go in with her, tie in with her. I'm going to go with greens. I'm going to go with greens. So I'm going to go with lime peel. I think I'm going to bring in some moss green. And I think I'm going to bring in marine green and a bit of black. So I kind of want to go with the theme of this and keep with it. Yeah, I know. But I did miss you guys, so, you know. That's true. I honestly did. I was like, I want to go on. Oh, bless you. Okay, gonna get my lime peel. But yeah, I needed this week, if I'm honest. I really did. So gonna go for lime peel. I'm gonna keep him with this green, I think. I fancy keeping with the greens. And then I'm gonna go with that over here, I think. Go in here. This is lime peel, guys. Keep with that, I think. So we're just going, we're not being particularly neat on this bit. We're just getting the colour down. Yeah, so we go with the lime peel first. And then I think I'm going to grab the marine green. And into that the marine green into the lime peel just gives it a graduation, but staying on the same track and letting that colour peep through. Okay, sorry for falling silent for a second because I'm just concentrating on what I'm doing. So don't forget with the green wings, we're going to go over with Posca. So that's her shoulder there. Look, we've missed her shoulder. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to... Hold on. This is my Prisma, but I'm just going to add that as a shoulder there. That was bugging me. Lime peel is an amazing colour. So I think I'm going to go for a dark one. I'm going to go for the moss green here. I just need to sharpen my pencil, everyone. But we're going to keep that. And we're going to grab a beige Posca or ivory Posca. And we're going to go round this. So this is... sorry, I missed one there. Look, lime peel and marine. I'm going to keep this quite dark. So I'm going to go with moss green. And we're going to keep with that theme because I want all these autumn. I'm so ready for fall, autumn now. So ready. So I'm going to keep with that theme. And just blend that out. Don't know about anyone else, but just the feel of autumn, the crisp air, the walks in like crunchy leaves, putting on a coat and a scarf, seeing people's Halloween and fall decorations, just it brings utter joy to me to think of that time. So I'm going to get a buff titanium in a minute. I'm just going around that because I want to keep that as close as possible to greens, but having a darker green and a lighter green. So I'm going to, it sounds amazing, doesn't it? Oh, okay, Lou. I'll check after. Is she all right? Okay. So we're just going in with that. And then, hold on, everyone. Same with this, going in there. Now, I don't know whether at the bottom, I'm going to keep that as background. So this I'm keeping just in theme with that before I put the Posca in. So I wanted the greens. I don't want any other colours about in this at all for me. I just really didn't. I wanted to keep it quite simple and to the point. Now, you can go in with some detailing before we put a background or whatever in. So this is just a nice simple one. So that's Chip, by the way, you can hear. So you can put in some detailing. Hi, Susie. Missed you. How are you? So we've just been using Neo, Susie. So we're just nearly finished up. So I'm just adding in. So I just want to give some detailing into the leaves. So you can do it how you want, but you can kind of just darken it up and what have you. Then we need a Posca. I can do it with a white one actually rather than a beige one. So we're gonna, oh nice. Okay, so just gonna grab that white Posca. Now the white Posca comes in handy with wings because it will outline all those details. So we're gonna go with that. That adds just another dimension to the wings. And then we're going to do the background and she will be done. So just going to go with that. Just keep with the wings. And then she just looks like a really nice autumnal fairy for me. It's just more to show, you know, demonstrate on how to use the Neos. And I hope that that did on how I approach them and how I use them and ways other than backgrounds. Because I know a lot of people use them for backgrounds, but there are other ways. The white and the beige is like an off-white and it's just slightly, yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice, the beige. I like the beige. I'm just going over her. So yeah, we're getting there. We just got to do the background. So she's there. She's all very autumnal. Oh, there's not really a massive amount in it, to be honest. It's just, yeah. But I really, don't forget, we have done the majority of this with Neos. So, you know, there's so much that can be achieved by the Neos. Right, so we just got to do the little bit of background. So I'm thinking she needs to stand out. Maybe we should do a blue or just like a darker blue, maybe. Let's have a look. Hold on. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not a massive on the effect. Yeah, it's. I'll show you. I have done a fairy with it. So let's go for an indigo. So, because it's a simple, you know, I'm going to do a little border as well. Because she's outside, I'm going to do with an indigo. So we're just going to keep with that. And maybe down here, I don't know if that is, but I'm going to keep with it anyway, because I can't see that it's hair. So I'm going to do it with not hair. I'm going to do it as background. So graduate that colour out. So we'll finish her and we'll border her off, and that will be this one done. So kind of keep it. Right, I'm going to get the buff titanium just into the middle. I'm going to blend that out. So we'll keep with that with like a bright blue. And just concentrate for a second. I've got to turn the book a minute. So I wanted to just do, because she's meant to be outside, so I'm going to keep with the blue. Keep with that blue. Hold on. So into the middle. I don't want to oversaturate it with colour. I want to graduate that a little bit more. So, sorry guys for falling silent, because I just need to concentrate on the corners. So, just into there, I'm just going in. I've got to do it because I'm with the pencil. I just have to concentrate a little bit more. I could have gone in with a Posca. You can do this with a Posca. It will just eliminate this time. So I just want to do it as she's an outside fairy, really. Outside in the blue skies amongst all the autumn leaves. That's what I've had in my head. So I'm going to roll with that. And then we're going to frame her slightly, because we'll do a little frame around the edge. And then she's done. And it just shows you what you can achieve with your Neos. It's not perfect, and there's still details that I would like to add in, I think, but we'll do that now. And yeah, I'm quite happy with her. It was a quick one on stream with you. How long did this take me? An hour, 2 hours? It just shows you. Okay, so she is almost done. Hold on. So we're in there. And I'm going to grab as well. See, one of those Bic markers would come in handy, really. But I don't like putting alcohol markers on these. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more depth, I think, to down this part. And I'm pretty happy. Hi, Fliss. How are you? So now I'm going to, this is optional. I'm going to add with a ruler, and then we're finished. I'm going to add with a ruler a tiny little border around. So I need a pencil. Hold on, guys. Let me grab a pencil. Hold on. I need a sharp one. There we go. So I just need to border it. I'm going to just put a little border. So around the edge, just a little thing that I do with these little ones, because it frames it like a portrait. So I go in two little tiny marks in on my ruler. So this is a 30 centimeter ruler, and I go in like 0.2 just over, and all that does is it gives it a little frame, and then we could put a little black border around or a brown one. You can do what you want on there. Hiya, CB. CBC. Oh my goodness, you should be in bed. Okay, so again, just two in, and then again here, this is two in, and then we're just going to join those up. And then again on this side. So and then we're going to just put some, we'll do it with a fine liner because it's just easier. We could do it with a Posca, it doesn't matter. Two in, and then it frames it for us. And then, hold on guys. And then again on this side, and then we've got a frame. Okay, so we go, it's just easier when you do two so that you've got a join. Yeah, no, see, that one wasn't straight. Sorry guys, just 2 seconds so I can get a straight line. There we go. There we are. So we've gone, and this is an easy way to do this. It's just, you can do your frame and then do your border. So we could do it with a Stabilo fine liner. So just make sure that you're in within the lines. But it just gives it a frame like a little photo. So this is a Stabilo 0.88. I just do it with one of these. And then if you do that, as I said, it just frames it like a picture. I mean, on these little ones, it's so easy to do. Just be mindful of that line and keeping in it so that it's not skewy. It just gives it like a frame. So, you know, you've got like a little picture frame. This is optional, but it's nice on these little ones. The only, you know, I wish that, you know, in the Strangeling Colouring Heaven magazine, that they would have given you the little ones as well. Because, you know, we've had a couple of her issues with the Colouring Heaven. We had the Jasmine Beckett Halloween one, didn't we? And then we got the Strangeling special on the last issue. And it would have been nice to have a couple of these little ones in there as well, because you don't always feel for a big picture. So it just frames it, and it gives it a little frame. So just going around the whole border. I'll be with you in chat in a second. But we are at the end, and we have done Belle. We have done this little lady, and we've swatched out Bic markers. So we've covered, you know, we've covered the Neos, we've covered the Bics, and we've covered how to do the antique and the stencil bordering. So we've done a lot, really, in that time. So yeah, we've done with my cat's at the end of, oh no, it does make the picture pop. It just makes it stand out. But it's just, it was an example of how to use Neos, and I hope that you feel like you can try them, or anyone that has them and or hasn't got them, sorry, and you wanted to try. I recommend you try a smaller pack. Now there are smaller packs available on the market that aren't in the full set, so you don't have to get a big set. You can get an autumn set, you can get a summer set, you can get a pastel set, and you can get, you know, 15, 30, or is it 10? You can get small sets as well. So you can buy a few sets out there without having to splurge to know whether or not you like them. And you can give them a go. So yeah, we're just going to frame. Oh, thanks. Yeah, there's quite a few out there. There really is. I mean, there's, you know, I had the smaller set, the 30 set initially, and I had the autumn, summer, and pastels. That was the one. And they have amazing colours in them. And I recommend those as well, highly. The autumn set is amazing. And it's got some beautiful colours, and you can do all these autumnal things with them. And you also, you know what they really suit? You know, in Mythomorpha, you've got the Sphinx. It suits those types of pictures as well, the Sphinx picture and the Egyptian stuff, because they've got a lot of sand, sort of pyramid types, and, you know, they can go for sort of Egyptian themed and anything that you want to do in like ochres as well. It's a really nice set. I highly recommend that one. So there's quite a few that you can get out there. Okay, so we're nearly done, guys. We're nearly done. She's almost there. Yeah, they are. They are a ton of fun. Take care, Dionia. I'm nearly finished anyway, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. Thank you as always. I really appreciate everyone that comes, spends time, chats, gets involved, gets inspired. That's the whole thing of it. It's, you know, we bounce off each other with ideas. And, you know, I don't know everything at all. I'm far from knowing. And someone might know something that I don't. So it's good to share knowledge. It's good to share knowledge of stuff, especially, you know, as we're all trying to learn our mediums and techniques and just something that we all enjoy. It's a good learning curve. And it's fun. That's the whole thing. It's not like school. There we go. So she's framed. Barbara, are you going now, or are you saying bye to Dionia? Thank you, Mary. That's okay. So she's framed. So we have covered a fair amount in this. Now I want to quickly show you also what these other two books that got us Happy Mail was, and then we are going to go. Yeah, the Bics are awesome. So that is all mostly done with Neos with some pencil. So we got the little autumn fairy done today to show you on how. Oh, okay, Barbara, because otherwise I was going to say bye, Barbara, just in case I didn't. Neos. We've shown how to use Neos. We have achieved almost the end, but the rest of it is what everyone's going to do, you know, off screen, was our bell that we did. So we're going to continue with, in our own time, the rest of the books and the shelves being the same. And we had that really cute background of the stencil and the aged page. So that came out as well. Ah, yeah, it was good, Biscuit. Good having you here. Okay, so we've done those two things. We have done these today, the background, how we're going to do the books, and we've done our little fairy, just showing how to use the Neos. And oh, thanks, Susie. Yeah, she's almost there, but I've done all the colours, so it's going away and then doing the rest of them. And the same with the shelves, because it's going to match. It's going to be identical. So it'll be exactly the same. And yeah, and how to do the Neos using the Neos to the palette technique. And this is the Karan Dash Aquarelle palette, which was from Selena, bless her heart. So those were the two things with those. Let me quickly show you this, and then I'm going to disappear. So these were gifted, bless her heart, by Selena. She sent these in the post, and I was like, oh, bless her. So this is the small Yeti travel-sized book, colouring book by White Stag. You know I love the Misfits. May got me onto the Misfits, and I just love them. Now, this is just the Yetis, though. This isn't her girls. And this is a tiny little Yeti travel-sized book, and it is all the Yetis from the White Stag that she's got. And these would be great with watercolours as well. So you could just watercolour base them and just add a little bit of fun. Like, you can make them as you want, really. So this is just a cute little tiny book. I mean, in comparison, these are so small. That one makes me smile. They're just cute. So it's all Yetis, and this was gifted by Selena. So thank you so much, Selena. So yeah, these are adorable. So it'd be good what we can do with these as well to see what, you know, how we can approach these. So that's pretty cool. And I was so grateful. So thank you so much. And that one, I love that one. Look, the little face, the party hat. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is adorable. And it's so small on those days, you know, that you don't want much to do and you want a smaller picture. These are perfect. So yeah, I was really like, oh, when I opened this. Okay, Beth. Yeah, this is a nice little one. And then I got this, which, you know, I love my Disney stuff. And I don't actually have anything Mickey. And bless her, this was just a gift note. Selena, be interesting to see what you do with these books. And these ones, don't forget, are half coloured. So they are a mixture of some coloured pages, non-coloured pages. Yes, they might be towards children, but we all know, we all love Disney. So this was sent as well. It's got Donald, and that's all I need to know because I love my Donald. And it's got some elements that are coloured and some elements that aren't, and you colour yourself. So it's, you know, it's all dependent. But what I thought this would be cool is if I ever have a child, if I get around to having a child, these are the kinds of things that I'll want in my child's bedroom. Mickey and Minnie all over the place. So, you know, my man. I love me some Donald. So yeah, this was sent, bless her. And it's adorable. It is adorable. So this is the Mickey Minnie one. Look, I love it. He's having a selfie with Donald. We are. The thing is, I can see myself having fun with this book. And see what we can do and stuff. So yeah, it'd be good to see what comes out of this. And 1 minute, one more page. Mickey Minnie. What's his name? MacDuck. And then Goofy and Mickey. So they were the Happy Mail. So I thank you so much for sticking out. Oh, there we go. No, there we go. For sticking this out with me. I showed you, sorry guys, I'm like right in the camera. So I showed you how to do or approach the Neos on this one. And we've done Belle. So I'm going to love you and leave you there. Thank you so much. No, nothing is off limits in adult colouring. That is correct, Mondo. So, yeah. And I'm going to love it and leave it there. So, thank you for joining me today. Hopefully, my pink eye have gone by Tuesday. So, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Take care, everyone, and have an amazing evening. Big love, big kisses to you all, and enjoy your afternoons. Take care, everyone.